You want to cuddle?
You want to?
And in this episode of To Catch a Creep, we caught this cuddle monster trying to diddle a young girl.
Would you say you're
This one, yeah.
And he made sure to give myself and Weatherford PD a dramatic showing.
Oh, God. Should've done this.
Yo, what's going on, guys? So we're back out here in Dallas, and I mean, you already know what we're doing. We have a 28-year-old predator on the way, coming to meet what he thinks is a 15-year-old. And not only is he bringing himself, he's got 3 lovely twisted teas for us. What a kind, considerate fella. And so he's coming to meet what he thinks is a 15-year-old girl. They've been talking pretty crazy. He's coming here to take her. So he thinks. He was so giddy to get here, he is currently waiting at the nearby neighborhood park in the parking lot, just waiting for this girl to say she's ready and home alone. So once I give him the word, he'll be here in literally 2 minutes. You already know I'm here. We've got our lovely security, and our decoy is using albino, but she's here for the work, and that's what matters. So yeah, let's go catch this creep. Predator's here, y'all. The decoy is getting him. The predator's pulling up.
Hi. It's so cold. Amber,
Yeah.
I just came back from the gym, so a little energy drink and post-workout. We can sit down on the couch together. You want to keep your shoes on or take them off? It's up to you. If you don't, yeah, it's totally up to you. Oh my God, long. I love the kids, but it's a lot for sure. Yeah, I love babies, but yeah, it's just can be exhausting sometimes.
See,
Do you have siblings?
I do.
Mhm.
I have 2 sisters that older than me.
Yeah,
What about you?
I have a pretty big family, but you're Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Because Jesus. Yeah, so I'm Mexican as well, Latina. So you know how Latinos are. They always have a big family. I will do raspberry. Wait, what's that one? Mango?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do mango. I mean, you can, if you want the mango one, you can have a sip for sure.
Okay.
First gym games. Cheers. Oh shit, I spilled. Do you have anything that you want to watch in particular?
Anything you want?
Anything I want?
Yeah.
I got freaking fluid on this thing. What did you do today?
I worked out there.
You worked all day? How was that?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I was just waiting for 10.
Just waiting to see me. Aww. That makes me feel good. Oh my gosh, Nightmare Before Christmas. It's such a great movie. Yeah? Yes? No?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why I was feeling like Disney Plus.
When's your birthday?
My birthday?
Yeah.
It's coming up. Actually, it's in January.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You might need to celebrate it with me. Home Alone. Such a good movie. We'll do Home Alone.
You're telling me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I need to decide if I want to have a quinceañera or not. That's a tradition. Well, at least for my family. I know for some it's 14. For my family, it's 15 years old. You can have a quinceañera. So I'm excited for that. I think that's the biggest thing that I'm excited for my birthday.
What else?
When's your birthday?
September.
Oh, wow, that's far. What, like, sign does that make you?
I think it's Virgo.
Virgo? You know, Capricorns and Virgos get along very well.
Really?
Yeah, our charts are like very well linked.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't honestly like practice that much astrology or like look into astrology. Like I'm more Christian based and like faith based.
That's good. Yeah, I just turned 28.
Oh wow. Yeah, so your next one you'll be 29, and then you'll be out of your 20s. It's gonna be probably a fun feeling. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, the lights.
Yeah, kind of.
Do you want to lay down, get comfortable?
I'm good right here.
You're okay right there? Okay.
Yeah. Can't wait. I'll be 29. Kind of nervous.
Why are you kind of nervous?
I'm getting older.
You're getting older. It's just another year of more life.
You want to cuddle?
You want to?
Okay.
Hope you brought a twisted tea for me. What should I call you? Want to take a seat for me?
Put my shoes on.
You put your shoes on, but I think you should take a seat for me, boss.
Yeah.
What's going on today, boss?
Not much.
What are we doing here?
What's up?
Tell me how, brother. What happened?
What's up, bro?
Look,
What is this, a show?
we're gonna have a conversation first, then we'll get into that. What are we here for today?
I fucked up.
What'd you do? What happened?
I just fucked up, man.
What'd you do? How'd you fuck up?
Coming over here.
Who are you just sitting with? Look, man, I think the situation will be best for you if we maybe have an honest conversation here.
I know I fucked up
How'd you fuck up, man?
by coming over here.
To meet who?
Someone.
Who is that someone else, man?
One under. Please.
But I
can go?
think you should take a seat, man. I think you should really take a seat.
Why don't you take a seat, man?
They're not gonna like if you start getting movie and twitchy, and you don't want to see them when they're
I
angry.
know, and I fucked up, and I know I fucked up.
That's awesome. So how old was the girl you were here to meet tonight? How old did she tell you she was?
Young.
Young. So you came here. Did we have those twisted teas? Did we bring those?
She's sitting on.
You just gonna come over? What was the plan for tonight? If you're worried about the cameras, this is just for our safety and yours. You can't say we hurt you. You can't hurt us. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hurt you, man.
I know you're not
Just
gonna.
take a breath.
I know.
Take a deep breath. Think, collect your thoughts. What's gonna go down here tonight, sir?
I'm private security. I'm not police. You can tell them what's up.
If the conversation goes well, we might not even have to get police involved. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yes, I know. I fucked up and came for what you said.
I mean, what was your mentality, man?
I don't know. I fucked up.
Where'd you meet her?
Some random chat.
You on there a lot?
No.
One of your first times?
Yeah.
You just happen to get strung up in this situation.
Yes.
Help me understand. You're on this chat room. You're talking to this girl. You think, what's going through your mind?
I don't know. Just the risk, man. But dude, please.
Brother, what more do you want me to tell you? I've told you if you have a nice, polite conversation, this doesn't have to go the way that you don't want it to, right? I'm not sure what more you want me to say. You understand you put yourself in a bad situation, right?
I understand I put myself in a bad situation.
So the best thing I think you can do for yourself here is own up to the consequences and man up and have a conversation about it, right?
Yes. I fucked up.
I mean, I
It's my
think that's
first
the least you can do. It's your first time?
Yeah.
So you've not been on Chat IB before?
No.
Okay.
Well, what do you...
What?
Is this a show?
No, this is for our protection and yours. It's not a show. I can promise you that, right? We would need your consent for that. This is safety, right? I mean, do you have any siblings?
I do.
You do? How old are they?
They're older.
They're older? No kids? No nothing?
No.
You have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay. What was going on in your mind when you came here with
I don't know. It's just the risk.
the risk? I understand that, but it's more than just the risk, right? If it was only
Look.
if it was only the risk on your mind, you wouldn't be here. But oh shit, this is a bad situation. So be honest with me. Were you just maybe it was a lonely night? You wanted someone to hang out with? Were you a spur of the moment thing? What was going through your mind to where you wanted the situation to happen? Right?
That's what you said.
Which one? I said a few things.
A lonely night. It was just the risk and lonely night. That's it.
Risk and a lonely night. Okay. I understand. The problem is, here, though, is this chat's gone on for a couple of days now, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So it's not a on the whim of a lonely night.
It's not, but please, stop.
What?
You already asked me all these questions. Can I please go?
I got a few more.
I mean, this is for fucking first time it's gonna happen. You think I'm gonna try to do it again? No.
Well, I mean, you seem pretty insistent here. You ask. We can play this PS5. You want to drink? Drink what? LOL. Liquor. So why are we bringing up liquor? Maybe to loosen the nerves in your situation?
Yes.
Loosen the road's nerves or no?
My nerves.
Your nerves?
Yeah.
Also, I don't know how much you drank, but you're gonna drink and drive now too?
I mean, I had a little bit. I'm not. A lot of alcohol in my system.
Okay, so you knew you were putting yourself in a bad situation. Wanted to ease your nerves with alcohol. Is it just gonna be me and you? Hee. Yes. Yes. It goes cute lips, low key calling me. Hee. What other picture are you gonna send me? So
Oh,
look,
come on, man.
Under-
Come on, man.
here's the thing: that the chat logs are kind of telling a different story.
They are.
In the terms of you were just feeling lonely when you're constantly asking for pictures.
Yes, I know. Please.
I mean, how do we know this wouldn't happen again?
Because it's not.
So we should just
I
take your
fucked
word
up.
for it?
I fucked up. It's not gonna happen again.
Cross your heart, hope to die?
Yes.
I still don't believe you. Sorry.
When life is over, you're probably gonna post this on YouTube.
Oh man, like I said, if we have a good conversation here, I have no interest in that. I'm not a social media guy, me personally. I don't know if you are. You come in here because you're lonely is one thing, right? But what comes into play when you're asking for all these pictures? Because that's not a lonely thing, you know? You being here, okay, I could buy that. But you were constantly wanting pictures. You were being very cautious.
So, I being a guy.
God being a guy. Just a little, late night hormones. I get it, man. I've been there myself. I understand completely. That's just,
Please, man.
So let's say she was 13. What would the situation have been then? No. So what makes it okay for it to be a girl, not What's the difference?
Doesn't make it okay at all. It's messed up.
Okay. Here's my concern. Would you say you're a sexual predator? At this point, you would. All right. Well, look, man. I'd love to, like you said, not get the police involved. I mean, what do you think should happen to you though, given this situation?
Bro, just let me go. It's not gonna happen again.
Like maybe we could figure out like a therapy situation or something, right?
Yes.
So what do you think should happen to you? Because you can't just go drink and drive. Like I have to at least know in some way this won't happen again. You know what I'm saying, boss? And you gotta understand from my position. If you were in my shoes, would you trust you?
No.
So you gotta understand where I'm coming from, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to make this as easy as I can on you. But you're making it a little hard. I understand. You can take a deep breath, man. What actions would you take since you said at this point you feel like you are a predator, what would you do to change those behavioral habits to make sure this doesn't happen again?
If I do this again, not fuck up like I did today,
No, but what are you going to do to change that? That's what I'm asking.
not get on that website.
There's other websites, though. Discord has plenty of children on there.
Delete that website.
Well, I don't think you can delete the whole website unless
No,
you're
my
really
account,
smart.
My account.
Oh, okay. So you're going to delete your Discord account, get off.
Yes.
But that doesn't solve the problem, right? It pushes away the what's the word I'm looking for? Intent? No, not intent. You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm trying to think of? Or no?
No.
Temptation. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, man. Temptation. Just because you push away the temptation, the problem is the premise of why you're here, right?
Yes.
You pushing away the temptations doesn't change the psychological facts of why you're here. Like if I'm an alcohol addict, right, or a gambling addict, let's say something along those lines.
Bro, are you really gonna post this on YouTube, right?
Does this seem entertaining to you, boss? I'm talking about gambling.
Bro, you're yapping.
I'm yapping? I'm yapping because you're nervous. I'm trying to calm your nerves.
I know, but
I can start asking you hardball questions if you want, but you don't seem to respond well to that.
Please, man.
Or if I don't go to bars and I'm still drinking alcohol, I'm still an alcoholic just because I push a few temptations away, right? Right?
Bro.
Dude, would I be talking about therapy if this were what you think it
At this
is?
point, oh, man.
Hold on, who wants this?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Man, am I going to jail?
No,
No.
okay, I'm just checking out real quick, alright? You don't have anything like that?
No.
Alright, you can go ahead and see, okay? What's going on, man?
Dog.
Tell me what's going on.
Man,
What brought you here?
some dumbass stuff. Are you gonna post it on YouTube?
Man, they're here to do their job.
I know why you're here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, you're not free to leave, okay? I'm just gonna read you your mirror warnings.
Oh, God. Should have fucking done this.
Hey man, I try to go the therapy route.
Bro.
What?
The right to remain silent, not making any statement at all. Any statement you may make may be used against you at your trial. You understand that, right? Okay. Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. You understand that, right?
Why is she still recording? Why is she still recording?
Good job, man.
God. I'm going to jail.
That's what they're figuring out right now.
Oh,
Since you don't want to talk to me, 100% you're right. You don't want to talk to me, answer your questions. Totally cool with that. So you're right. They're just getting decided what's going on. Okay.
so please go.
What's up?
Never mind.
I just did it.
I said something stupid.
All right, so you're still hop up for me, okay? What's that? Check my back.
Am I gonna remember?
There you go. Under arrest for online solicitation.
How long am I gonna be there?
What's that?
How long am I gonna be there?
I know what the judge posts your bond at, and then whenever you post bond.
Oh.
So after a cooperative operation with the Weatherford Police Department, Jesus finally got to go like he wanted, but I don't think he'll like where he's going.
Fuck, man.
Because he ended up in the Weatherford Police Department for online solicitation of a thing that I can't say because YouTube doesn't allow me. So if you want to directly help me fund putting these bad guys behind bars and see these videos uncensored, longer, and early, you can do so over at omaofficial.locals.com. Let's keep catching these guys.
What am I have a pants down for, man? If Uber's gonna pick me up?
What will you
Why?
tell me why?
I told you I changed when I had pants on.
Why don't you change your shirt as well? Just out of curiosity.
My mom had just washed it. Look, you can smell it. It's supposed to clean. It is.
I'm good.
I don't know what that.
Meet Elias, a 20-year-old gym goer and crypto bro from the Houston, Texas.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Paige, please?
Yeah, this is Paige.
Hey, Paige. This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. The reason that I'm calling you, are you familiar with our show?
I am, yeah.
Okay, have you heard the second date updates?
Uh-huh.
Somebody emailed us about you.
Ooh.
You recently went on a date with someone, and they liked you a lot, but you're not calling them back. Can you think of who that would be?
David?
It is not David, Paige.
You're amazing.
It's actually a guy named Joel. You remember Joel?
Yes.
That was not very convincing, Paige.
Do you remember going out with Joel?
I'm pretty sure, yes. Yep.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, there's definitely been a few people because, Paige, we also got an email from Mark about you. We had two guys email us about you.
Oh,
It's okay, Paige. It's okay.
So
Yes, it is.
it's obvious that you're dating around, which is whatever. That's fine. But why are you not calling anybody back?
I mean, what did their emails say? Did they?
Well, both of their emails said that they really liked going out with you and thought you were cool and you had a connection. They didn't get back to you, but now we find out like there's another chump named Dave out there that didn't email us. So are you just going out on a ton of dates and just
Just having a lot of fun, you know? Just going and meeting people and...
So, can I ask, why do you take them all to the same place? I mean, the old spaghetti factory is fun, Paige, but I don't think it's like 3 times in a row fun.
There's a lot of great stuff there.
Okay, Paige, come on.
I'm on your side here. Like, I think it's totally cool for girls to date, but you just got to give us the reason why you don't want to call these guys back.
I mean, I go on a bunch of dates and then I write about it.
Like, what? In your diary?
I have a blog.
Oh.
Oh, you write a dating blog.
Okay. Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh, they each have an excerpt.
So you write a dating blog, so you just go out on dates with dudes and then log it there.
Yeah. I mean, like, I really want to do more journalistic stuff, and I think people are fascinating, so I just watching them and telling the world about them.
Are you invested at all in, like, the romantic part of it? Like, are you looking to actually meet a guy?
I feel like I'm more getting the information so that I could know what I want.
Or so that you can make some money by having people follow your blog. That's understandable. Hey, Paige, I do have to let you know that Joel and Mark are both on the phone right now.
Yeah. That's
And heard that basically you're using them to get followers on your blog.
Hey, Paige.
What's up, Paige?
Paige, I thought that that we had a really good time, and it's not often that I get to go on a date with a girl that I really like, and I thought that we had something really special.
Okay, so you got something out of the date too, so you're fine.
Is this Joel or Mark, first of all?
Identify yourself.
Clarify.
It's Joel.
Okay, Joel. All right.
Hey, do you feel like you're lying to these dudes?
Honestly, I feel like it would be lying if I went on like 3 dates, but I go on 1.
Okay.
But that's still one lie.
Well, you know what? This is some self bring people to apparently like the same restaurant and stuff, and I think that's kind of a lie.
Well, I mean, like you never asked me what's the purpose of this date.
Shouldn't it be assumed?
Usually people don't do that when they show up. What is the purpose of tonight's festivities?
Oh my God.
Are we going to have one makeout session and you never call me back, or shall we spend the rest of our lives together?
Saying that I was clear with why I was there. You were clear with why you were there. They were different. That's fine.
It's not like you are having an honest date at all.
Joel sounds like a hurt puppy.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say to Paige?
Hey, Paige, how you doing? So nice to hear that I'm just like part of the experiment. That's cool, you know?
Did you learn anything?
Did you learn?
Wow.
Jeez.
Well, he hasn't read your blog, so he doesn't know what to learn yet.
That's true. I can send you the link. You probably learn a lot about yourself. I'll be honest.
Oh my God, you're such a.
Oh.
You really think you're something special, don't you?
I just write about my experiences, okay?
Yeah.
Paige, it's not like Mark and I don't
you have this, like,
have like
self-righteous
other
manner about
stuff
it, though.
to do. So like when we take time out, it's because we're investing in something.
Mark and Joel have now bonded.
You know, you're just like totally abusing our willingness to like engage with you.
Yeah, I mean, I call it bullshit, but yeah, that's cool too. I mean,
I just love that we've created like a best friendship between Joel and Mark, and they're playing both sides of it.
Now, Joel and Mark are going to be going on dates together all the time.
One will be super sensitive, the other will have the more aggressive angle.
Oh, man.
Paige, I would love to offer you a second date right now. We will pay for it. You just have to choose which guy you'd like to go out with.
What? You're
Yeah.
going to choose both?
We will give you a second date if you'll go out with one of them again.
Come on, this would be such a
Think
good
about
vlog.
it. You could write about being called on the radio and then having to go out on a second date with the person who you just wrote about. You could call back to your other blog, get some more hits on that. I'm helping you think business-minded here. Let's go on a second date, huh? Who do you want to choose?
That was quite a pitch.
Thanks.
Oh, I think I'd have to look back through my notes.
Oh my gosh.
That's not real dating.
She'd choose David.
Yeah, she's thinking about David still. Come on, Paige. We will send you out on a second date. You just have to choose Mark or Joel. We'll pay for it.
Then I guess Mark. I don't know.
Angry one.
Mark, did you want to go on a second date with Paige? We'll pay for it.
no, sorry.
Touché.
You had your chance. You blew it.
Blew it. Yeah.
At this point, since Mark turned it down, Joel, would you like to go out with Paige?
Oh my
You're
gosh.
pimping her out.
Yeah, I would actually.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I really like you, Paige, and like this is weird and I don't feel very good about it, but like I feel really good about you, and I think that beyond all this,
Okay,
like
thank you. No.
Oh, what?
Hey, you are
It's
brutal.
not gonna, no, that's okay. You can send someone else out with Joel. I'm good.
All right. Mark and Joel, I would love to send you guys out on a date together. I'm not ending this until somebody's going out. Do you guys want to go out on a date, Mark and Joel?
Just say yes, please.
We'll pay for it.
Whatever, man. I'll wing it. I'll wing it.
Wingman.
Joel, would you like to go out with Mark?
sure.
Successful second date update.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Nico, please?
Speaking.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Nico.
You know what that is?
I don't think so.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Okay. A lot of faces is what it sounds like. You're getting calls from radio stations.
Maybe he just has the same emotional range that you have.
Hey, Nico, I'm calling you today because we got an email about you from somebody that listens to our show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Well, Kayla emailed us because she said that she thought the date went great, but now you're not calling her back, and she wants to know why.
She said the date went great.
Yeah, but she was on date.
I just
She was on her phone the whole time, you said?
Oh yeah, I mean like the whole date. She wasn't calling anybody, but she was like texting, I assume.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't just like looking, it was like typing constantly. I mean, I don't know if she was texting like a different guy or setting up like a date after mine or what, but it was distracting. Couldn't get a conversation in at all. It was rude.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we talked to her about your date. She said that she actually had a great time and thought it was one of the best dates she's had.
That's impossible. I mean, she was... I mean, like, the whole time she was typing, it was so weird. I think the weirdest part, so I thought, like, okay, well, this was a bust. She must have seen me, wasn't into me, doing something else. But then, walking back to the car, she just, like, I mean, out of nowhere, just kissed me.
Oh, she kissed you.
She kissed me.
What did you think about that?
I was shocked.
I'm shocked.
Like, I wasn't even gonna go for a kiss or even a hug. I thought this was gonna be like a peace, whatever. And all of a sudden she just like lunges at me, and I'm not gonna say no. Of course. But I was just kind of like a mannequin, just still let her do her thing.
She thought the kiss was great. She told us about that.
Oh, that's possible. Because I was stationary.
I mean, if she hadn't been on her phone, were you attracted to her?
Yeah, she definitely because she was bent over
looking at her phone all the time.
You're self-restrained that you didn't say anything about it. I feel like I, at some point, would have been like, hey, can you put the phone away?
Eyes up here? I'm just not that type of person. If that's your thing, you know, I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. You do your thing, I'll eat this hamburger.
So basically your date was you hanging out with someone who was on their phone the whole time.
Yeah.
And then you were sexually assaulted after she kissed you.
I wouldn't say that, but it was aggressive.
All right. Well, thanks for telling us why you don't want to call her back. I also should tell you this, though. She's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, what? No.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I just said?
Texting or something. Taylor, are you still
You were typing the whole time. That's because I was taking notes about the date on my phone, so then I can transfer it into my relationship diary when I get home.
That is so much right now.
Wait, I'm very confused. What do you mean you take, like, notes?
It's what I do. Every time I go on a date, I have this relationship diary because I want to write down, like, red flags and pluses and minuses about the dates and details so that way I can remember things.
Why? Do you have memory problems or something?
No, I just think it'll be really cute to like one day look back on it all and reminisce about everything.
So you thought she was being super rude, Nico. She was actually super listening to you.
Yeah, but that's not normal. I've never gone on a date and then they've been like, oh, did I have a good time on that date? I should have written it down.
And Kayla, I mean, you're listening, but you're not hearing what he's saying. Like, he thought you were into him because your face was buried into your phone screen the entire time. Don't you see that as a problem?
Brooke, back off. I'm talking to him about this, not you. I don't know why you keep interrupting me. It's really pissing me off. Like, I'm trying to get this across to him that, Nico, I really like you.
Okay. I guess that makes sense in a way.
Nico, I'll prove it to you. Here, the next thing, 8:35. You had showed me those pictures of your family, and I noted that your brothers are hot and that you guys have really good genes.
Oh my god, that is so weird.
No, I wanted to take note that, like, you are good to have babies with.
Oh my god.
I started thinking about babies.
These are things that everybody thinks of on a date, and like writing down the thoughts that everybody's thinking of anyway. That's the only difference. Don't you understand? Nico, you understand, right? Don't you understand?
No, none of this makes sense to me. First, why are you saying my brothers are hot? Why are you saying you want to have babies with me? I mean, I don't even think we made eye contact for this entire date.
You are taking this way out of context. Like, I'm documenting this because one day you're going to appreciate all the details that I put down here in this diary, and you're going to look back on it and be like, wow, she's awesome that she wrote all this down and that she did that, and we can look at this together.
There you go. Yeah, what do you think, Nico? You want a second date with Kayla? We'll pay for it. Go on a second date, make some babies.
A second date?
Yeah.
How do you, I mean, so she can finish this novel she's writing about our this is the weirdest thing.
If it makes you feel better, Nico, it's not just about you. She does it for every date she goes on.
That makes it even worse. It's like a serial killer. I'm scared, frankly. I'm worried.
Okay, that seems a little...
Come on, Nico, that's not fair. And Brooke, you are not helping things.
What do you think, Nico?
I'm trying.
Will you go out with her one more time?
Brooke is the only one making sense right now. I wish Brooke had been there on the date to tell you to get out of your phone.
Fine, I won't even bring my phone on the next date. Are you happy?
There you go, Nico.
Are you going to take notes with like a pen and paper instead? Or
Yeah, whatever. I'll just write it down. I won't use my phone at all. I'll use the napkin next time. God.
She'll take notes the old-fashioned way, Nico. Would you go on a second date with her? We'll pay for it.
Look, I think you're very attractive and...
Shut up. I know what you're trying to do. And, like, it's not... You're just sugarcoating it, and this is bull. And, like, just get to the point.
Oh!
I think that your intentions are sweet, but what you're doing...
Nico, I'd get to the point before she stabs you. I think what he's trying to get at is a no. Is it a no, Nico?
It's a no.
Yeah, that's a hard no.
It's a hard no.
Kayla.
Did you learn anything from this experience?
The only thing I learned here, Brooke, was not to trust you with anything. I mean, Jesus.
Whoa.
You have done nothing for me.
Well,
I'm trying to help you, I swear.
sorry, Kayla. No second date.
I hate your show, especially when Brooke's on it. I'm never listening again.
All right, well, but I want to read your journal sometime. Can I just read it?
No, you, Jubal.
Bye, Kayla.
You fantastic piece of shit.
I actually wasn't being sarcastic. I really do want to read it.
Whatever. Jubal, I'll give you like $20 if you just slap Brooke across the face right now.
I'll only do that if you're in your journaling because I want to see what you say about it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi, message to Jeremy, please. Hey, Jeremy, how are you, man? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
What's this all about?
Well, I'm calling because we do a segment on the show called The Second Date. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, it's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. And you went out with a girl named Alana the other day.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
And
It's like you remember her.
That's what this is about?
Yes.
About that date?
Yeah, she emailed us. She told us about how you met. She told us about your date. And she also told us that she's tried to get a hold of you a bunch, but you're not returning any of her calls or text messages.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Okay, so what happens now?
Well, we're trying to figure out why you won't call her back. So, you have an answer for that?
Oh, yeah, I can definitely tell you all about that date, but I want to know what she told you.
Well, she told us that you met her at a family reunion. I guess you were a caterer there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she said you guys went out to dinner, and when you picked her up, you seemed a little tired. Said that you had been working a bunch, and then you ran out of gas at the end of the date, and that's where things ended.
Yeah, that's like the short version.
Well, she also added that, like, her mom pressured you into asking her out, and...
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of cute, actually. Like, her mom came up to the bar and was like, hey, my daughter's interested. Will you ask her out? I saw her daughter. I'm like, yeah, daughter's cute. Why not? Like, can't hurt anything.
So you said I got the short version. What's the long version, then? Keep in mind, we're on the radio, so don't be like 20 minutes. I mean, just like, what's the meat that we're missing?
So I go and visit at her mom's place. That was kind of a red flag number one, right? Like, I kind of expected to go to her place or like some roommates, but right away, as we're like driving to the restaurant, I find out girl is 19 years old.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
She didn't... Legal? Well, yeah, legal, but also, like, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you don't sound like a 19-year-old to me.
I mean, even if
No,
you were
man.
23, maybe that's on the edge,
But you
because
still
it's
can't
4
drink
years,
together.
but, like...
You know, I've been out of college for 5 years, and she's been out of high school for like 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so
when...
already she's a little young, you're feeling like.
Yeah, she's cute and everything, but like that might be why I was out of it. Like I was a little shocked and like, I'm like, what have I got myself into?
Right.
So like, yeah, I mean, and then the whole running out of gas thing. I was borrowing my car. And, I didn't have a car at the time, so I borrowed my friend's car. I didn't think to look at the gas gauge, and he like hands me the car. He's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Not telling me it was on. And it's like, sorry, it's too late. We're running out of gas. It's already awkward. I'm just like, can this thing end already? This is the kicker. This is what really gets me. When mom comes to pick her up, as she's like going back around the car, she pulls me aside and says, by the way, I have a son who's into you too. Would you want to go out with him?
What?
Yeah.
Mom is just wingmanning for everybody, and also kind of low to your daughter.
The whole thing is so strange, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's really flattering that, that this woman wants her son and daughter to date me. But it's just, I don't really, I don't really go that way. And secondly, like, it's just the whole thing that freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah. Her mom, I think her mom wants to date you. She's just like, one of my kids is, I've got to see you around the house is what I want.
I bet her mom is closer in my age.
Oh my God.
Probably.
Would you ever consider dating a 19-year-old?
Would you ever consider dating a 22-year-old guy? I don't know how old her brother is. I'm just guessing his age there.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well,
Oh my God.
Jeremy, I do have to let you know that Alana is actually on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God, no. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it's just her. I don't think her brother's there, but... Alana, are you still there?
No, oh my God, I feel sorry. I feel bad now.
I just don't know why my mom would say that to you. Like, did you really say that? I just not something to say.
Believe me, why would I make that up? Like,
I don't know. Like,
I've never had anything like that happen to me before. So, yes, your mom did say that to me. She did ask me if I wanted to go out with your brother.
okay, well, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, my brother is gay, but, like, it doesn't make sense that she would say that after we went on a date. Did you, like, tell her that you're gay or something?
What? Why would No, I did not tell her I'm gay.
When did you have an opportunity to even do that, you know?
A little roadside confessional while you're out of gas with her mom.
Yeah, I ran out of gas. I'm gay. Anyway.
None of that.
Well, I don't know. Maybe at the party you told her that or something. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me why she'd say that.
That maybe she just thinks that, like, young people nowadays can do anything, you know, go anywhere with their sexual... I don't know. Like, I definitely did not tell her I was gay. That is for sure.
Do you think it was a joke that you just took too literally?
No, I really thought it might have been a joke, but the way she asked me and the way she looked at me, she was serious. She was honestly asking me if I would go out with her son after I just had a bad date with her daughter.
Okay, well, I also want to say that I know I'm 19, but I'm, like, really mature for my age. Like, I have no issue, you know, being outgoing, talking to adults. Like, even though I live with my mom, you know, I have my finances in order. Like, I'm saving up for grad school, and, you know, I'm really responsible. Like, my room is really clean. I'm really organized.
Like, I'm sure
You guys stop laughing. I'm serious. I'm really mature. I'm a lot more mature than any of my friends. It's not funny. I'm serious.
I'm sure you are. We just don't have that much in common. Like, even when we were talking, it's like we grew up at different times. Like, we don't have the same kind of connections on things. Like, you can't even have a glass of wine at dinner. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too far removed from where I am in my life.
Well, in 2 years, I'll be able to drink with you. Just wait 2 years.
2-year anniversary.
Yeah, after 2-year anniversary, you guys could, you know, throw down a few glasses of wine.
Jeremy, I mean, what if she's right? Like, what if you just wait a little bit? My sister got married when she was 20, and they've been married for like 15 years, and they're totally happily in love.
Yeah, but check it. If it's this much work and energy before we even get to the second date, it's looking like a lot of drama. If you start out a relationship like this, it's probably not great.
Maybe we got all the drama done up front.
Out of the way.
That's usually not the way it works.
I really don't think the drama will be finished. Like, your mother is very invested in you and your brother's lives, and your mom asked if I wanted to go out with your brother after we went out. Like, that means that there's a lot of drama there inherently in your family.
I'll tell my mom to cool off, you know? Like, I'm not my mom. Like, I'll just tell her to
I understand
back
that.
off,
But
you know?
it's just too much. Like, the whole thing is a bit
I just
too
think
much.
we deserve another shot. Like, one more date. Just one more date. Maybe, you know, without all that drama, you'll see who I really am.
Man, I feel bad that I don't...
Hang on, Jeremy. Let me ask you officially. Would you like to go out on a second date with Alana? We will pay for it.
I don't think so. I think that she's a lovely girl, and I wish her all the best, and I wish her mother and her brother all the best, but I don't think I have a whole lot of time in my life for that kind of stuff. So, sorry, I'm not interested.
Okay.
Are you okay, Alana?
No, I'm fine. I don't know. I think you're making the biggest mistake of your life, and you're gonna look back one day and really regret this.
Oh my God.
Oh, the passion.
It's fine. I don't care.
Nicole, hey, I know it feels like this now, like this is a really big deal, but with, like, young people, like your generation, it's so easy to find people. You have a lot easier than I did at that age. Hey, you're gonna be great.
That's not how I want to find someone, though.
Well, do you want to find someone by your mom asking them to ask you out?
I just feel like you're really missing out on something.
And I don't know what to say to that.
Okay. Jeremy, would you like to go on a second date with Alana's brother? We'll pay for it. Or a first date, I guess. We'll pay for that.
You can drink wine with him.
Yeah.
No, man, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Hello? Hi, is Mr. Littlespoon there?
Right off the bat?
Hello? What?
May I speak to Walt?
This is Walt.
Hey, Walt, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning on Movie 92.5.
Hello, I am good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited to be talking to you, Walt. You went out with a friend of the show on a date. Well, I shouldn't say date. I mean, you guys met at a pub crawl and then hung out. Her name is Kylie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes, I do, yes.
Yeah. Kylie said that you guys had a good time, spooned on the couch.
She told you that?
Yeah, she said that you requested to be the little spoon.
Can we just ask you, Walt, right off the bat, what's your little spoon?
Why?
You know, I love being the little spoon. Who doesn't? It feels like you're being cradled by your mother again.
You're a guy. You're
So you don't mind.
cradling.
I don't. Walt, I'm kind of.
I think it's comforting.
Walt, I'm kind of with you there. I like being the little spoon too, but I don't think I would do it the first time I was hanging out with someone. I'd ease them into being the little spoon.
No, I'm a proud little spooner.
Oh my God! I have not one friend that has ever said they like a little
Good
spoon.
for you, Walt. Wear it proud.
Yeah.
Wear it proud, buddy.
You like what you like?
For all the little spoons living in the closet out there, come out and be proud.
That brings me to my next question. Is there a reason that you are not getting back to Kylie? That's why we're calling, because Kylie would like to go out again, but then haven't called her and haven't texted her, and she wants to see if she did something wrong and offended you.
Well, we're doing the pub crawl together with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And she invites me back to her place to hang out, and I'm thinking, sure, you know, I'm kind of just going with the flow, and everything's going good, and I kind of realized that she maybe wanted to hook up, and at that point I felt really bad to tell her the truth, but I am gay. I am very gay.
Okay.
And by the time that I was at her house, you know, to tell her that I'm gay then, it feels like that I'm really just kind of making an excuse not to hang out with her. So that's when I was like, hey, listen, can I be the little spoon? That was kind of my defense mechanism to keep our parts and our mouths away from each other. And then I'm not proud of it, but I just acted like I was asleep, and then she went to bed, and I just left.
All right. You didn't even crash.
You're sweet,
You
Walt.
are.
Hey, Walt.
The girls love.
I know, Walt. I want to just go shopping with you and hang out and get some lattes.
I mean, he's right. I would have thought he was full of it if he would have told me that in the heat of the moment.
Walt, I should also let you know that Kylie is on the phone and has been listening this whole time.
Hi, Walt.
I'm sorry, Kylie. I should have handled things way better, but I didn't want to make you feel bad.
No, it's I mean, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure. Very gay. Yeah.
Yeah, like how, on a scale of 1 to Adam Lambert, how gay are you?
I'm probably like a 9.8.
All right. Oh, Kylie, have you made this mistake before with men? Are you not, your gaydar's a little off?
No, I feel like I have a pretty finely tuned gaydar.
I think you got to get it retuned because I'm pretty gay.
Take it to the shop, get
Yeah.
it tuned up.
I probably should have told her or put out more signs or something, but you know, I was just kind of going with the flow and having fun.
Kylie, now that you know the news, would you like to still go out on a second date with Walt?
I mean, I feel like, you know, I don't think Walt should close any doors. You know, we should go out again and just, like, see what happens.
Hey, Walt, we will pay for you guys to go out on a second date. Are you willing to give it a shot with a woman?
I will go out as best buddies.
Oh, what, you don't think I could convince you?
Oh,
she's still trying. I like it. She's persistent.
Your seductive lady voice has no power over me.
I don't think it really works that way, Kylie.
And Walt, you said you'd go out with her, so we're going to send you guys out on a date, okay?
A friend date.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Well, we can be friends.
Yeah.
I want to see if she can turn you around.
All right, we'll see. I'll let you know.
She can try. I'll just fake like I passed out if it gets weird.
Just at the dinner table. Oh, pain.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to James?
Yeah, this is James.
James, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you know? Have you heard the show before, or?
I don't think so. I'm sorry. This is a radio show.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Well, you could listen once in a while. That'd be cool. But other than that, we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. So we got an email from a girl named Louise. Yeah, I'm gonna say you probably remember going out with Louise.
I do remember going out with Louise.
Yeah. And she told us about your date. She says that it wasn't the best representation of who she is, and she wanted to not only apologize, but say she really liked going out with you and would love to get another opportunity.
So, she's doing it on a radio show?
Yeah, I know. It just sounds like she doesn't make the best decisions, but we do a lot of these.
And she said that you wouldn't answer her phone calls. Like, she had tried to text you and apologize, but she got desperate, basically.
Yeah, I've been just trying to avoid that whole situation.
Yeah, I can understand that. She did tell us about your date. I would love to hear from your words, though. What'd you think of Louise?
I kind of felt bad for her.
Oh, really? Why?
You know, like maybe she needed more than I could give her.
What do you mean?
Right now in my life.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Like,
I don't know what her situation is, which is why I'm trying to be careful with what I say because I don't want to misrepresent her.
What do you mean what her situation is?
Okay, so I show up to brunch, and I like a brunch date because it's a lot less pressure during the day. You get to sort of see people when they're just being normal. And so she shows up, and she looks like she has not gone to sleep. She basically didn't go to sleep all night.
Yeah.
Right.
She smelled very strongly of alcohol, and she was pretty disheveled. And I don't think people need to dress up for a brunch date, but I can't really explain it. But it was like the farthest away from being dressed up you could possibly be.
The farthest away?
Like she barely put on clothes?
Yeah, I mean, no, she had clothes on, but it looked like maybe she had them on for a couple of days.
Got it.
All right.
Your first impression was not a good one, is what
It was not a good one. So we're having brunch, and she's just in a bad mood, it seems. Like she's arguing with me about stuff and kind of put me on the defense. And so it was just kind of awkward. And then when the food came, she just started down in silence.
Oh, man.
So then we sort of just decided that was it and walked out. And we went our separate ways, and I saw her walk around the side of the restaurant and throw up in a trash can.
Oh, God.
It's not a good look usually.
Yeah, that's the lasting impression.
And, well, that's not it. And then she got into the back seat of a car with no one else in it, and I think just, laid down in the back seat of a car.
What?
So that's why I was like, does she live in her car?
Maybe that was her house. Yeah, her house was just parked in the parking lot of the restaurant.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm trying to be sensitive about it, because I don't know if she is homeless.
You actually think she's homeless? I thought you were just making an analogy or something.
I mean, the evidence just kept piling up. I mean, I think she might actually be homeless.
Yeah, pretty much what you described sounds like a homeless person.
Right.
You know, if she was arguing with an imaginary friend, then you could be sure she was homeless. But what you described does sound like a homeless person.
Scarfing the food down?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just a bad attitude, angry, smelly, dirty, and then sleeping in her car.
Yeah, it's like I don't judge her. We've all got our problems in our lives. I feel like I can't help somebody through a situation like that before even knowing them, romantically at all. So I feel like it was a little too much for me.
And how do you explain that to someone? Like, do you say hey, I don't want to date you because you're homeless?
Exactly. And I should have said something, but I didn't because I just didn't really know what to say.
I think it's good you didn't.
Well, I don't know if she's got a phone. She does have a cell phone, and I know that because she's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh, God, really?
Yep. Louise, are you still there?
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I have had the worst time listening to this. It's amazing.
Oh my God, Louise, I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were on the other line.
Are you serious? You honestly thought I was a homeless person?
Listen, I'm really sorry. I did not mean to sort of out you like that. I didn't know if you have people who you know who don't know.
No, I'm serious. I'm not. I swear, I'm not homeless.
Look, I know people have a hard time admitting it. I get that, but I am not judging you. I swear.
No, listen to me. I am not homeless. You're borderline rude now. I went out the night before with my girlfriend. I had a little bit too much to drink, and I was trying to pull it together. So I showed up. I was hungover. Yes, it was really bad. But And okay, yes, I threw up on the side of the restaurant because I wasn't feeling good. And then I went, I took a nap in the back of my car for a few hours.
You just took a nap right there in the parking lot.
That's a hangover.
It was bad, okay? It
Yeah,
was
no,
bad.
I'm not judging. I've been there before.
Yeah.
James, do you believe her? Like, I can't believe that we've gotten to a point where she's trying to argue that she does, in fact, have a home.
Well, you can understand sort of my concerns because you didn't tell me any of this. You just sort of showed up, and the way you were eating your food, you were eating it like you hadn't eaten in a couple of weeks. And that was surprising.
Honestly, I just wanted to stop arguing, so I ate and didn't want to talk. I ate a little too fast. Obviously, you know that, I threw it up because I ate way too fast.
And I wouldn't judge a woman's eating style, homeless or not. Just saying, James, for the future.
Yeah, it's just from my perspective, you have to understand that I think anyone would have seen what I saw based on how you showed up and the way you argued with me and the way you ate and the way you threw up and the way you slept in your car.
Please, have you ever had like a bad day? Like it was just a bad day.
I get it now. It's been hard to unpack the whole thing, I guess.
Look, I'm really sorry I showed up the way that I did. It was not my best at all. I just didn't want to cancel on you. It was totally last minute. You were going to be mad at me if I canceled on you.
Yeah, that does make sense. I wish you would have said something and we could have rescheduled,
Looking back on it, I really wish that too.
At least you guys are on the same page for one thing.
How about this, James? Would you like to go out with Louise on a second date? We will pay for it.
What is that laugh? Oh my god!
If you guys want to sponsor a date, I would love to.
Well, I think Louise might need a sponsor in something, but we don't know for sure yet until you go on another date with her. So that's a yes, Louise. If you can clean it up for at least one day.
I promise I won't go out the night before.
Congratulations, Louise. You got your second date.
Thanks. I'm sorry that I showed up looking like a crazy person.
Nah, crazy homeless. Difference. I mean, a lot of times they're the same, but, in this case, different. Yeah.
I don't want to be rude to any homeless people.
They're not listening. It's fine.
Hello?
Hey, is this Hannah?
This is?
Hannah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. How you doing?
Is this a joke? What is this?
No, it's not a joke. I know this is going to sound kind of weird, but do you remember meeting a guy named Philip at a karaoke night about a year ago?
What's going on?
Does that story about meeting a guy named Philip a year ago at a karaoke night sound familiar to you?
How do you know about Phil?
Oh, Phil and I go way back.
Yeah.
I've known him for longer than you have. Phil is back in town. You don't know this, but Phil didn't call you after you met because he was leaving to go overseas in the armed services.
Oh my gosh, he was overseas?
Mm-hmm. But he has emailed us and asked us to get a hold of you.
Why?
Because he says that he really connected with you that night a year ago, and now you don't know this, but in his words, he said he's thought about you the entire time, and now he's back, and he wanted to get a hold of you.
Oh, this sounds...
Did you like Philip?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute. She's excited.
What'd you think when Philip didn't call you back the next day after you met him?
Wow. I mean, this is like cheesy to say, but it kind of broke my heart.
Really?
Have you ever had those moments in life where you like, this is big, this is super important, this is like magic right now?
Yeah.
And it was. And then I never heard from him again, and it was like it had been a dream or something.
Okay, so let's see, where are you at now? So Philip has been gone a year. He's back in town, and he wants to get a hold of you.
Wow. I wish I had known. I spent like 4 months pining over this one evening, but then a couple months ago, a friend set me up with a friend, and I've been seeing him for a couple of months.
Yeah, but how serious is it? I mean, we're only a couple months in, and you're obviously, like, pining over a guy for 4 months is crazy after one night.
A guy that you met on one night you have no idea about, but you've been seeing somebody for a little while.
Yeah, I've got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's something so powerful that's happening here.
So you have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you want to talk to Philip at all?
I don't know.
I asked the question because Philip is actually on the other line right now.
What?
How are you?
Oh my God.
Are you there?
Hi. Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Listen, honestly, right now I'm really disappointed. Not in you by any means, just in myself for letting this go as long as I did. And I didn't expect you to wait for me, but I really need to tell you that that night it meant a lot to me. That's the first time in my life where I've really felt like I met someone that took me out of my shell, you know. For the first time, I felt like I was around somebody that I could be completely honest with, and I couldn't stop thinking about it while I was overseas, but I felt so guilty for not calling you and for not telling you that I was going there in the first place, and
I wish you had. I wish you had.
I really wish I had.
I didn't know. I thought maybe you didn't have the experience that I had.
No, I want you to know that I did, and I'm not doing this, like, at this point, everything that I'm saying, I'm not doing in spite of your boyfriend to try to steal you away from him or anything. I'm speaking completely from my heart, and that night meant so much to me. It really got me through my stint overseas, you know. But I understand if you have a boyfriend. I'm not trying to intrude on that. I want you to know how I feel.
You're so sweet, and the connection that we shared was so amazing. I wish you called me sooner.
I know the timing is horrible, but I have to try. You know, I have to. When I feel strongly about a person, I can't just give up on that person.
So both you guys felt the same way about that night.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
I think we did, yeah.
And are you, like, in love with your boyfriend? I mean, have you guys gone to that level?
That's a really hard question to answer, actually. And I mean, and I don't want to sound shallow, but sometimes you meet people and it's just like everything lines up and it just all clicks. And sometimes it takes time to start to uncover that. And my boyfriend is definitely someone that it takes time to uncover with.
Is that what you're saying, Hannah, that, like, you still don't really feel as strongly about your boyfriend as you do about that night with Philip?
I don't know. It's more complex than that.
I just know if I was in your situation, I would go back to this boyfriend, and all I could think about was this man who's come back into my life after a year, and what am I doing?
Look, I don't know. This has gotten really complicated all of a sudden, and really
I'm not trying to create problems for you. That's not something I want to do. That was never my intention. But feelings are feelings. You can't ignore them.
Hannah, what if we send you guys out on a second date? We will pay for it.
Are we allowed to do that? She's a boyfriend.
Yeah, of course we
Be
are.
honest.
Meet up with him. You guys can have a conversation. You don't even have to be called a date if you don't want it to. If you have a boyfriend.
I mean, that night is so, it's one of the most vivid experiences of my life. And it feels like it would be wrong to ignore that. And this could get me in really big trouble.
No, Hannah, you don't ever have to tell your boyfriend.
This isn't something we can ignore, you know. We can't just go on with our lives and pretend that didn't happen.
I think it's worth seeing if that was just a one-off fluke or if there actually is something there. And if there is, then I have some hard decisions to make.
So, Hannah, you are going to go out with Philip again?
Yeah.
Yes!
Awesome.
Yes!
Are you going to tell your boyfriend?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I want to be completely upfront about this whole thing. I don't want to leave things to chance again.
Okay, my next question, we're running a little light on content. Can we do it tomorrow at like 7:10? Can we do it on the air?
Hello?
I got to speak to Eric, please.
Yeah, this is Eric.
Eric, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
From what?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay. Okay, what's up? Did I win something, or?
No, well, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, in a second.
Okay.
Any idea why we'd be calling you?
I have no clue.
Okay. Well, we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. So we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Wait. Who emailed you?
Somebody.
That's a dumb answer.
Okay. You mean, are you gonna tell me, or?
Yeah.
When?
Eventually.
Hello?
Oh, hey. What's up, Eric? No, the person who emailed us, her name is Tori. You know her probably pretty well because I guess you've asked her out like almost every day for an entire year.
Oh, okay. She told you that?
Yep, she did. She told us that, and she told us about your date. She also told us that you're not returning any of her phone calls, and you haven't even come into the coffee shop since you guys went out.
Yeah, I just switched where I get my coffee. You go out on a date with somebody, and then it's kind of up in the air whether it went well or not, and it just is awkward to see them the next day if you're kind of on the fence about them. So.
What? You asked this girl out every day for an entire year, and in one dinner, suddenly you don't even want to see her again?
I didn't say I didn't want to see her again. I just am not sure about it.
Okay, so you're not sure if you're feeling her anymore after you guys went out?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just not sure. I mean,
why? Is there anything specific?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's different when you kind of meet somebody in one environment and then you hang out with them in a different environment. They just don't seem to be the same person. Or I mean, I don't know. In this case, at least.
But I mean, like, don't you feel like you knew her pretty well, even though you guys had only hung out at the coffee shop? Like, seeing her every day for a whole year seems like you'd have a pretty good grasp on what type of person she was.
No, absolutely. I mean, I thought I did as well, but it's just a different dynamic there because, you know, it's like I'm not sitting down and having a conversation really with her. I'm ordering my coffee, small chit-chat, you know, how's things, will you go out with me? No. And then I'm on my way. I mean, that's kind of how it went for a year.
So
you know what I mean?
What was the change when you hung out with her for a long period of time that you didn't like?
Oh, man. I mean, I don't want to be mean, but she talked a lot. Listen, it was like just sitting there. It was more like a monologue than a dialogue with her. You know, I mean, I was very tempted at one point just to be like, "Come up for air, please."
So you just felt like she talks way too much to hang out with?
I mean, yeah, you couldn't get a word in edgewise. And I mean, I'm interested in everything that you was saying, but you know, you'd think that there'd be just a little bit more give and take. And I just don't know that if I can hang out with somebody that uses that many words.
Oh my God.
Just in general.
Yeah, come on. You got to give her a break, though. I mean, she's probably amped up. She's nervous. A lot of people, including myself, when you get nervous, you talk even more than you normally do. Like, she probably had a different type of energy on a first date than she would in normal life.
Yeah, I've kind of taken that into consideration. That's why I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not writing her off. I'm just literally thinking, can I handle this amount of just talking?
We did talk to her about your date, and I will say I'm kind of on the same page with you. Yeah, a lot of words, coming out of her mouth. Lots.
Yeah, okay.
At a fast pace too.
Yeah.
She speaks very quickly.
Be kind. She sounds fun. She sounds nice. She sounds energetic. She sounds positive.
Tiring. Sounds tiring to me.
She had a lot of positive things to say about you, Eric, and from her description, it sounded like she really listened when you did talk.
She did, and she is. I mean, again, this is why I'm on the fence. She was just like you said. She was all those things, sweet and kind and nice and attentive. I mean, but it's exhausting.
Well, if you think you're exhausted just thinking about it, she's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you or talk at you. I'm not sure.
Holy really?
Yeah.
No.
Tori, are you still there?
What?
Hi. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm right here, Eric. Hi, Eric. Hi.
Hey.
I heard all that. Oh my gosh.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean.
No, I thought you were probably less mean than maybe other people on this phone conversation. But I didn't realize that I talk so much. So I'm sorry. It is a first date thing, and I'm like used to just talking to people at the store a lot, and I got in my head about it, and I can totally not talk right now. I just want to let you know where I'm coming from. Like we were talking, and then when I wasn't talking, there was silence, so I just felt like I needed to talk more. But even though I did feel like we had a great conversation, so I'm sorry that I dominated it. I just want to hear what you say.
Okay.
Because I can show you, I don't have to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want you to not
talk, or I mean, I want you to be yourself. It's just, you know,
No,
I don't know.
right. I totally get that. I think when I like someone, I just love, like, gosh, I feel so stupid. I just really like sharing, you know, and finding more things we have in common. So I think it's just because I was excited and we had seen each other so much, and now it was finally happening. So it was kind of a lot riding on it. I don't want to talk too much right now, so let me know if I'm talking too much. But I do just want to explain myself. That's why I am talking. It's hard because I want you to understand where I'm coming from, but I also I can't tell if I'm talking too much right now because you're not saying anything.
Yeah, is Eric still on the phone? Are you still there anymore, Eric?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
What are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking she talks a lot.
Oh my God, come on, you gotta cut her some slack, Eric. I mean, she just heard some pretty harsh things about herself, and she didn't come in angry. She came in understanding.
Nervous, excited.
That's true. I mean, that's why I asked her out. I mean, she's nice, she's pretty,
Aww.
But I didn't expect the word load to be, you know, I don't know, like that heavy.
Oh my gosh. I never knew it was going to be this personal, because, okay, so I think that I just need to not talk right now and let Jubal handle it from here. Jubal, can you just take it over so I do not, maybe I should stick my foot in my mouth.
No, I think you're doing a great job. I think you should continue.
Oh my God, she is so freaking adorable. Eric, come on, man.
So this is about a second date? She wants to have a second date with me?
Yes, Eric, would you go out with Tori, unless you want to do this, Tori? Well, we don't have time for you to do it. Would you like to go out on a second date with Tori? We will pay for it.
Sure.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm actually really excited too, Tori.
Thank you, Brooke. I appreciate you on this phone call. And
my
I'm
God.
also very excited to see Eric again.
Now, don't be so weirdly self-conscious on your next date, though.
Oh my God, I know. We'll have to do an activity so that there'll be other things to do besides talk.
Yes.
That's a good idea. I'm really excited about, you know, going on a second date with you. I mean, you are super nice, super kind, really sweet. And, you know, I think if you were in a different situation than, you know, where you weren't so nervous, you know, maybe it could be a little bit more of a back and forth. So I'm definitely willing to give that a try.
Are we still talking?
Yes.
Or is this thing over? Congratulations, you guys got a second date.
Okay,
Right.
awesome. Thank
you.
So cool. Okay.
Still going.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Ryan.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, Ryan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
From what?
Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Don't really know what that is, but okay.
Well, it's a morning radio show.
Okay, great.
All right, and I'm calling you today because one of our listeners asked me to see if I get a hold of you.
What?
Yeah, you recently went out on a date with a girl named Elise.
What?
Yeah, Elise emailed us and told us that she really enjoyed going out with you, and then is wondering why you're...
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
What, so this is like a radio show, and this girl... Oh, yes, I know who you're talking about. She called you?
Well, she emailed us because apparently you're not responding to any of her text messages or phone calls.
Yeah, no kidding, I'm not. But, this is just weird. Okay.
I understand it's kind of weird. It's a segment that we do on our show called The Second Date. Do you mind telling us why you're not calling her back?
It was a frustrating experience. That's all I can really say.
Okay, what was so frustrating about it?
All I can say is we're not really compatible, okay?
Why wouldn't you just tell her that then if it was that easy?
Okay, listen, it was just a very frustrating experience. I really don't want to revisit it.
Okay, but can you give us a little bit of why it was frustrating so that at least we can shed some light on it for her?
She just made a comment that really pissed me off.
Whoa. What was it?
She just said something that was like totally inappropriate, and it was pretty offensive.
Did she mean to be offensive, or was she just saying something that was totally ignorant?
No, it seemed pretty intentional. It was pretty cold and calculated, if you ask me.
Wow, she didn't seem that rude. We talked to her a little bit about your date. She didn't seem like somebody who would be rude.
Yeah, well, listen, I was surprised too. Like initially, I thought she seemed like a nice person, and then she like threw this thing at me, and I was like, "Wow, okay, wow, not who I thought you were."
You got to tell me what it is.
Yeah.
She's just a hater, and I don't want to deal with people like that.
Oh my God.
What did she do? Was she rude to the waitstaff or something?
No, so like we were having conversations during dinner, okay, and I told her that I like to cook. I cook a lot, and I told her that I particularly am very, very fond of the Barefoot Contessa, Ina Garten. Like I've seen all of her shows. I have all of her cookbooks.
Is that a cooking show?
Are you kidding me? Is this a radio show? Give me a break. I mean,
Hey, this is
barely a radio show. I don't watch the Food Network or what it is. It on the food? I don't even know where that is. I've never heard of it.
It's on the of course it's on the Food Network. Ina Garten, the Barefoot Contessa, she's in the Hamptons. She's cooking meals for like Spielberg and stuff. Hello.
Sorry, I didn't know who she was. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. I mean, from the sounds of it, I'm sure I'll like it.
Yeah, it'll change your life.
Okay.
I think she's like the most amazing woman that's ever lived.
Wow.
And Elise responded in an extremely rude way. It was incredibly disrespectful.
What did she say to you?
First of all, she laughed at me. She like dropped her fork and openly laughed. Like everyone in the restaurant turned and looked. She was just laughing her face off at me.
Because you like the Barefoot Contessa.
Because I like the Barefoot Contessa. Apparently that's hilarious. I don't know. So, but then she says in a really loud voice, she goes, "That lady, she's the worst." And I was like, speechless. I could not. I was like, what?
What? So
I'm
she
confused.
said that she didn't like the Barefoot Contessa, and
yes, she said she did not like the Barefoot Contessa. Not only that she didn't like her, she said she was the worst. And then she went even further. She said she is so fake. Her show is so boring. And oh my God, okay. And her recipes are like so simple. They're for like a middle school cafeteria. And I was like, oh, you have got to be kidding me, lady. You have got to be kidding me.
you're that into cooking.
This is bigger than food. This is, yeah, the food's amazing. This is about this woman, this incredible soul, okay? And to disrespect her like that, I don't think so. Not on my watch. I was like, you go for the Barefoot Contessa, you're coming for me.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Maybe you didn't hear me. She said she's the worst. It's like she insulted not only Ina Garten, but she insulted me. I mean, like, she just sort of said, what I believe in, the thing that I care about the most, is a joke. And like, you know what, lady? I'm going to toss this table over and walk out. Because that's some bullshit.
Then why did... This is so crazy to me.
That would have been great.
Well, don't you wish that you could tell Elise off a little bit then? I mean, and let her know.
No, I don't want to have anything to do with her again. That bitch is dead to me.
Okay. All right. Well, I should probably not tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Elise is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Ryan?
Wow, this is just getting better and better. This is amazing.
I am like, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly knew what to say the other night about the Barefoot Contessa. That was pretty clear.
I had no idea that I offended you, and I'm so sorry. I can't believe that you're so worked up over this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you had said something to me about something that you care about a great deal, and I laughed at it and threw it back in your face. You wouldn't have been offended by that. You got to be. I mean, but I yes, she is not my favorite, but I don't. It's not like I said, I hate her. She's the worst. She should, jump off a cliff, or like. I just said I prefer the show with Giada, and I like.
Oh my God, that was like a stake through my heart. It was like a stake through my heart when you said that. Whoa. You want to talk? You think Ina is fake? That is fake. I mean, that is like you open up the dictionary, the word fake, and there's a picture Giada. That's all.
Shots fired over Cooking Network personalities.
She's not really Italian. She's from Long Island or something. I mean, come on. And then she does like, the Italian accent when she says Italian words, and then the rest of the time she has no accent. It makes me want to puke. I'm just like, it's disgusting. That is like capital F fake.
Okay.
I don't understand. You just went silent, and then we moved on with the conversation, but we could have talked more about it if you were so upset. I just don't understand. I don't think I said anything that was so horrible. I just said,
oh my, stop saying that. Please stop saying that. I mean, I can't even. Who would say anything like that about the Barefoot Contessa?
But Ryan,
who would ever say something like that?
People disagree on things every day.
This isn't a disagreement, okay? This is about the thing that I care about the most in my life, and you just pissed all over it. You were just like, oh, what a waste of time. What a loser you are. Well, thanks a lot, lady. Thanks.
Don't you think that maybe it's unhealthy to like the Barefoot Contessa that much?
I don't even want to talk about this anymore. This is exhausting. I'm surprised that this whole time we've been on the phone, Elise has not actually apologized to me.
Elise, do you want to apologize?
Well, I am very sorry that I offended you.
Do not apologize.
I'm not going to apologize for feeling the way that I feel or having a conversation and disagreeing with you.
but
It wasn't a disagreement. It was a full-on attack. It was an attack. And if you think there's anything less than that, then you're insane.
At this point, I would love to ask you guys if you will go out on a second date. We will pay for it,
You
right?
have got to be kidding me.
Maybe you just need some more time together to talk about your favorite cooking shows in the Barefoot Contessa and get on the same page.
Guys,
Absolutely not. I don't want to see her ever again, period.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I did not see this turn of events happening. But Ryan, thank you for your time, and I'm sorry you had to endure Elise and her hatred of the Barefoot Contessa.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Elise?
Well, thanks for clearing that up for me, guys.
No problem. Hey, welcome back to single life.
Oh, man, sweetheart.
I can't wait to see what nut job I'm gonna get set up with now.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Thomas?
No, this is not Thomas.
This isn't Thomas?
This is Glenn. Can I ask who's calling?
Yeah, my name is Jubal. I'm calling from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay, hi.
Hi. I was looking to speak with Thomas.
Yeah, no.
Well, you said your name was Glenn?
Yep, it is.
Okay. Well, Glenn, let me ask you a question. Did you start kind of an online relationship with a girl named Kristen a little while ago?
Sorry, what is it about?
I knew it.
Well, I wasn't answering my question, Glenn.
Yeah, exactly, Glenn.
Or the reason that I'm asking you, Glenn, is because Kristen emailed us, because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then they end up not calling you back after, you can email us and hopefully find out why. And she told us a little bit about meeting a dude named Thomas online and talking to him for over a month. Things got very heated to the point where Thomas and her were saying I love you, and then there was supposed to be a dinner date, and that never happened. But strangely, the phone number that you gave me for Thomas is...
Oh, yeah. No, sorry. I was thinking I am Thomas.
Yeah, right, Glenn! Glenn, you know your line. Just come out with it. Why are you leading women on and telling them I love you on dating apps and toying with their emotions? That really hurts people.
I know it sounds like that. No. Let me explain. So Thomas is my middle name, and I go by Glenn sometimes and Thomas sometimes.
Okay, but so you're admitting that you're the person that she was talking to?
Yeah, no, I know Kristen, yeah.
Yeah, wait, the Kristen that you were supposed to meet at the restaurant where you said you were in a restaurant in a different city, but then when she looked up that restaurant in the different city, that didn't exist?
Wow, you know a lot about me. Yeah, I did try to meet her.
Okay, I mean, it's kind of weird how honest you're being, because normally when people catfish somebody online, they would try to deny it.
Well, it's kind of complicated. I guess you could call it a catfish, but it's not like that.
Oh my god.
So actually I've met Kristen before.
What?
You've met her before.
You mean like you had seen her picture on the same dating app or something?
Well, that, but also I've met her in person. She just doesn't know that I'm who I
Now that comes off as not only like catfishing and like an a-hole move, but creepy. You sound creepy.
No, it's not creepy.
You guys live in the same building?
Yeah, it's not as I just move in to like stalk her. I live in the apartment underneath her, and I really like her, and I'm just really nervous to talk to her.
Okay, no one brought up stalking. You're the only person that jumped to that conclusion, which is also a red flag.
No, you guys are accusing me, and it's making me sound like I'm crazy, but I'm not. I really like Kristen, and this whole situation is weird and catfish.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing. If it's not catfishing.
Like I said, she lives in the unit above me, and I really like her. She's really cool and really pretty, and I'm just a kind of a nervous guy, so I thought I'd use this profile to get to know her, and then, meet her or talk to her in person and get information I have.
And when you talked to her in person, and you showed up and you were downstairs, you didn't think that was bad?
Well, I was just trying to use some information to talk to her about what she was like. I was never going to meet her at that. I mean, I was just using that to kind of know her better, but it got really out of hand.
So you were basically like being a spy on a dating app in order to find out, I don't know, if she likes to go hiking, so that when you ran into her into the building, you'd be like, oh, hey, I'm also going on a hike, let's go together. And then she would fall in love with the real you, not the fake you.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for understanding.
Whoa!
No,
Wow. Okay, so you catfished her to get research on things to talk to her about.
Oh, that's so creepy.
That is elaborate.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
And then how did you let your fake persona say I love you to her online?
I don't know, she's awesome, and I just
just got locked up into this fantasy.
Okay, do you mean to actually schedule a date with her?
Well, she was really pushing it, and then we talked a lot, like she could see past the weird beginning to this relationship we're gonna have.
Do you have any plan of that?
I did plan on it, and then I freaked out at the last moment.
So then what was your... Wait, so everything backfired and now you're just giving up on everything. You're not stalking her anymore.
Well, I was never stalking her. Yeah, I mean, it's all complicated.
Yeah, super complicated. You know what else complicated? Kristen is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. It's so embarrassing.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't either.
Who are you? Oh, Glenn? I don't even know who you are. Like, what do you look like?
We actually talked once in the laundromat, but I live underneath you. I'm in 102. I'm the guy with the shaved head. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean for it to get like that. I think you're really cool, and you're so beautiful, and I just was worried it wouldn't go well, so I don't know.
So you decided to catfish me? Is that what you did? I mean, this is embarrassing.
Well, okay, every night I have to see you with your boyfriend upstairs, and that should be me. You don't even know me.
Wait!
What boyfriend? What are you talking about?
That blonde guy, the one with the hair up to his shoulders, he's been around for like 6 months, and I hear you guys all the time.
First of all, he's not my boyfriend. It's nothing like that, okay?
He
okay,
What? You're like spying on her. Not only are you like creating personas to get into her life, but now you're straight up
No, our building is small, and you guys are saying I'm lying, she's also lying.
Yeah, do you have a boyfriend or not? Because if you do have a boyfriend, it's weird that you're online trying to meet dudes telling them you love them.
It's not my boyfriend. It's a friend. We hang out a lot. It's a fun thing. It's not my boyfriend, and he knows that.
Oh, man. You guys are both kind of out.
No,
What's
no.
going on right
She, I don't care if she's dating 8 other dudes right now. What he did is so creepy.
Okay, I know we're both in like a weird place, and this all started out really weird, but when we were talking online, there was something there. There was a good vibe, and like...
I was vibing with Thomas, not with Glenn.
I am Thomas.
No, you're not Thomas. You put on these like fake pictures. It's so bad. You have no idea.
Those are my brother, actually.
Heartbreaking.
Those are pictures of your brother?
Yeah, those are pictures of my older brother.
Does he even know that you're doing that? No.
Yeah, he told me I should do it.
Are you actually trying to still make this work? I mean, she would literally have to be just as nuts as you to want to continue whatever weird fantasy relationship you started.
Whatever. I mean, I'm not looking at it. Like, I don't know.
Oh my god. You cannot make me go on a date with you. This is just so bad.
Whatever. This all got really out of hand. I was just trying to get to know you because I like you, and now it's just weird. And
yeah, it's our fault, Glenn.
You could have talked to me like a normal person and just asked me out. Who knows? Maybe I would have gone out with you.
I did try to talk to you like a normal person in the laundromat, and you didn't even give me the time of day. You just walked out.
I don't even remember this. Who knows? Like, I don't even know what was going on in my mind that day.
Whatever. I like you, and I'm down to go out on another date if you want to.
All right. Sweet. Well, Kristen, would you like to go on a first date with Thomas or Glenn?
Absolutely not.
Thomas? We will pay for it.
Absolutely not.
No.
No, and I'm changing my lock. I mean, this is gross.
Oh my god.
No, it's not an oh my god situation, Glenn. She needs to call her landlord right now.
All right, well, I'm not going to talk to you, so don't worry. I'll forget you exist, forget I exist, and tell your boyfriend I say hello.
Oh my god.
He's not my boyfriend. Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Tracy?
This is Tracy.
Hey, Tracy, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Rick and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Tracy.
How are you?
Good.
Have you heard the show before?
I've heard of the show. I can't say that I really listened to the show. When are you guys on?
Well, the show's called Rick and Jubal in the Morning. I'll let you draw your own conclusion there.
Get it?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, in the morning.
Good morning.
And we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and they don't call you back, you can email us to get them on the phone and find out what happened. So we got an email about you.
Okay.
All right? It's from a dude named Sean.
Oh, yeah.
So why aren't you calling Sean back?
I don't really want to embarrass him on the radio.
What if I told you we're an afternoon show? Would you be cool with it then? You'd be back in the afternoon?
I don't know if I should say.
Did he do something embarrassing on the date?
Not embarrassing like in the way that you think. Oh my gosh, where do I start?
He has no idea.
How well do you know Sean?
They're great friends. We go back minutes. We don't know him that well. He emailed the show, and we talked to him about your date. He told us about it, and that's about as far as it goes. But he said it seemed like you guys had a really good time.
He also said that you guys only hung out an hour, so how well could you even know Sean?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So, before I went on the date, I Googled him.
Okay.
So, I knew who he was, and I knew that he was pretty well off.
Okay. So since that's out in the open, he did tell us that he tried to downplay how much money he has because he's trying to find someone that just likes him for him.
Right, he said he took his Beamer instead of the Maserati.
Well, so that wasn't really the problem. After I Googled him, I was a little bit excited, but I wasn't really expecting anything. But after being with him, he's so stingy.
Stingy?
Yes, about everything.
What do you mean?
Well, so for example, okay, when the bill came, he had an intense conversation, let's say that, with the waiter about the amount of the bill because he ordered a Caesar salad without croutons, but he was charged the full price.
Oh my God.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Tawny, please?
This is she.
Hey, Tawny, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Oh, okay. I don't think I know.
Oh, okay. Well, nice to meet you. I host a radio show on Movie 92.5. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually emailed us about you. His name is Tommy. And he said that he recently met you at Starbucks, and you guys went out on a date, and he went a little out of the box and did something that he calls a bigger and better date.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, Tommy wanted me to call you today because he wanted to see if he screwed up on that date or if there was a reason that you're not calling him back, because I know that he's tried to text you a few times and he's gotten no response.
Okay, he wants to know why I'm not texting him back.
Yep. So he asked us if we could get you on the phone.
He emailed you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So what'd you think of the bigger and better date idea that he did?
It was certainly different than what I'm used to.
Did you enjoy it?
No.
I don't blame you.
That was a nice little pause there before. Okay, so is that why you're not calling him back then?
It was really weird and just, like I said, not what I'm used to. He's not like the guys I'm used to.
I mean, but is that necessarily a bad thing? It's good to expand your horizons, try different things.
Well, that's what I thought.
How is he not what you're used to? What are you used to?
Honestly, I'm used to being taken out on a very classy date with really classy guys. I mean, my last boyfriend owned a gym, so I'm used to a guy that takes me places and treats me well. And we were like homeless people for the day. Right?
Do you mean like you date dudes with money is what you're saying?
I mean, at least guys that take me out on real dates. This didn't even feel like a date. It was just, we were like hobos running around begging for money.
Oh, Tawny, I think I'd feel that way too. And I'm not super into money. Yeah. What was the worst part of it?
I said to him, I made it clear that I don't really do this. And he made me do it at one point for this plate with pandas on it.
Yeah, he told us about that. He said he was actually very impressed that you were able to get that plate.
Big score.
Yeah. I don't want to hurt him, just being honest, that's how I feel, and I just feel like I deserve better.
Hey, Tawny, wouldn't you like to talk to Tommy and just tell him that date was kind of weird and he shouldn't do that again? Maybe some, constructive criticism?
No, I mean, I think he should get the picture by me not responding.
Okay, well, he isn't getting that picture.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you that he's on the phone and been listening. So you've already kind of told him.
He's on the phone?
Yeah.
Look, I feel like you didn't really try on the date. It's like you didn't really like try. So like, how can you tell if it was really? How could you tell if it was really fun if you didn't really actually give it your all? You know, I kind of felt like I was like pulling you up the whole time. I think we could have had a fun time and actually had like gotten to know each other better and had a fun date. Like, not every date has to be this classy, romantic, roses at the table and wine and fancy fiddle players. Like, I think it would be fun to like just go be vagabonds for a day.
I mean, that's fine that you think that, but I don't. I'm sorry. To be honest, dating me is a privilege, and I deserve to be treated on a date a lot better than I was.
Dating you is a privilege? I'm a fun, cool, creative guy who actually likes to do things with people in the city. I don't do just cookie-cutter dates with roses, man. Dating me is a privilege.
If that's your idea of a date, that's fine, but it's not mine.
I'm sorry that I'm not like your ex-boyfriend Jim owning beefcake, no-brain, muscle-face rich people. I'm sorry I'm not just like your father and made of money, you know. I'm a real person, and...
Excuse me, real people beg for money on a first date?
It's not begging for money. You keep saying that. It's trading for things and asking for things.
Well, you can
It's a
call it
bigger and
whatever
better
you want
thing.
to
It's
call
an
it, but
adventure.
I like
If you're not
people.
into an adventure, then I'm not into you.
Tommy.
Well, then that brings me to my next question. I was going to ask Tawny if she would like a second date with Tommy. I will pay for it. Tawny, will you go out with Tommy again, even though he just said he didn't want to see you?
Honestly, I think he needs to date somebody more his class, his league. It's just not me.
Oh, come on.
There you go,
That's
Tommy. It's,
rude.
hey, it's time to play in your own league, all right? Stay in your class, buddy.
All right, I'll stay in my own class because we have more fun and we do more fun things instead of, you know, read Southern Living magazines and try to figure out what rich life is about.
I don't know how you're offended, Tommy. In the very beginning of this, you said you were attracted to her because you thought she was a rich girl.
He said that?
Well, you shouldn't be offended either, because it sounds like you're attracted to rich guys.
Yeah, but at least I'm upfront about it.
He said that he thought that you were out of his league because you're hot, and he said that he thought you might have a lot of money.
Well, I guess I am. Hi, this is Alicia.
Hi, this is Jubal.
I'm,
Hello?
I'm
Hello?
sorry, who is this?
Hello?
Oh my God.
Hello?
Don't do that.
Hello?
Hi,
Hi.
who is this?
Alicia, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are
Okay.
you?
Not too bad. So you are familiar with the radio show then?
Why am I on?
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with someone and then you end up not calling them after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. So we recently got an email about you from a guy named Danny.
Oh, Danny.
Yes, Danny.
Okay. Wow.
It sounds like the joy was kind of sucked out of your voice there when you...
So you talked to him?
We did, yeah. He emailed us, told us a little bit about your date, said he was, hoping to see you again, but you haven't been responding to any of his phone calls or text messages. The way he explained it, everything sounded pretty normal, like nothing crazy happened. Is he wrong about that?
Well, Danny's a good person.
Okay.
I just think he's not the best person for me.
Okay.
Is there a specific reason?
Okay, let me just tell you what happened.
Uh-huh.
We met for coffee, and it was strange the first few minutes, and I've never had this happen before. But normally, you maybe give a little hug or a pat on the back, or he curtsied.
He curtsied?
Very boring.
Like a little hip bow sort of thing?
Like a Disney princess curtsies.
Oh.
Interesting.
Well, that's kind of fun. Did you curtsy back?
I did.
You also curtsied.
I mean, I guess what do? I've never had somebody curtsy when they met me before, but if they did, I would probably feel obligated to give them a little curtsy back.
Right.
Courtesy.
It's the polite thing to do, right?
Okay.
Oh my God. My first impression was, oh, this is a guy who doesn't take things too seriously, you know. But then we were waiting in line to get our order, and I don't know, we were like 4 people back.
Okay.
And he turns to me, and he's like, oh my God, do you see that? And I was like, clueless. And he said, the barista is totally checking me out.
What? Why would he tell you that?
I don't know. I mean, this is a guy who curtsies, you know? I mean,
You never know what to expect.
never know. Right. He's not boring. But then he rolls his eyes and he's like, oh, this happens all the time. Almost like if he had paparazzi surrounding himself, like it was that kind of like, oh my God, this happens all the time.
So did you see that barista checking him out?
No. But then we got to the front of the line and he was like mumbling something and he was giving his name and she looked at me and I didn't know what to say and I was like, you know, I think she was just asking you to repeat your order because you were mumbling.
Interesting.
But whatever, I let it go. You know, we sat down to have coffee and he just kept talking about like these games, these like talk show games or match games.
Yeah, he told us about that.
Yeah, he was totally passionate about match game from the 70s.
Yeah, I think he's just passionate about the 70s in general.
Yeah, and he knows like everything. He like gave the entire episode. He knew the questions, the answers, the theme songs, and everything.
Wow.
So he had memorized the show line for line and then was running you through it, like acting it out.
Yeah, and he even like pointed at me where I guess the audience laughed.
You had a part.
Yeah, you were actually on the show. That's cool.
Yeah, I know. What a surprise. Curtsying and
Yeah.
laugh track and...
Definitely sounds like an interesting dude to hang out with, for sure.
But honestly, that wasn't even the best part. The best part was at the end. He says, would you mind walking me to the drugstore? I'm running low on my meds.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I think meds
All right.
are important.
Yeah,
you should
they
have
are.
taken him to the drugstore.
Some people definitely need those things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so I just had to bow out. I was
Okay.
like, yeah, I'm running late for...
Something. For anything. I'm just running late.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, Alicia, Danny is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. Danny, are you there?
Alicia, it is good to hear your voice again, and I'm sorry you had to deal with these ruffians. Obviously, these hosts have been very rude to you, and now you have a feeling about me that doesn't really line up with who I am, and I'm sure they want to apologize right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would like
Danny,
to
I'm sorry.
apologize. I'm sorry, Danny.
It sounds like Alicia didn't have the best time on your date, though.
I don't care what you think. I'm talking to Alicia right now.
My bad.
Back off, Jubal.
Alicia, I'm going to try to win you back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, I feel like we're in a game show again.
Is he doing something?
Are you,
What were you supposed
are you doing
to
it,
do
Danny?
there?
Are you winning her back?
Bum, 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 bum. Yes, it's all right. It's the match game theme. It's our song. Ready? Bum, 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 bum. Alicia, you and me will go out. We don't need these guys. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, Alicia, I don't know why you don't want to go with Danny. He sounds fun, for real.
I'm sorry, Danny. This is amazing.
Danny, look, I think you're creative and sweet.
Excuse me, I'd like you to pause for this commercial interruption. My hands are so clean thanks to Palmolive dish soap. They do the dishes and they work wonders on my skin.
Is this really happening?
Oh my God.
Danny, are you messing with us?
God, we all need a commercial break once in a while.
And we're back.
Oh, we're back.
Danny? Okay, good. Now that we're back, Danny. Oh, yeah, we gotta wait for the theme song.
Yeah, it's short.
Danny?
I love the show.
Danny?
Yeah.
Hey, are you being serious? Or are you, like, screwing around with us?
I don't understand the question.
Got it. And that answer enough, that was all I needed. I understand exactly what's going on. So, Danny, can we break away from the game show for a minute?
I don't want to.
I don't either, but I think in the interest of time, we have to.
Coming up next, it's Hawaii 5-0.
But I'm down with Hawaii 5-0. I loved that show, man. That was an awesome show.
Can we request a show? Like.
I'm gonna.
Oh, I think we just need to get to the end.
Yeah.
We need to wrap
Alicia,
it.
Danny, hang on 1 second if you can. Pause for a commercial break.
Yeah.
Okay. Alicia, would you like to go on a second date with Danny? We will pay for it.
Yeah, there's not enough money in the world.
No?
That's a no.
I just don't think we're the right match. God, I've never said match so much.
Please don't say it again, because I think that might trigger something with Danny. Danny, are you there? Dan? Daniel? Sir Danibus? I don't know what name you're going by right now. Are you there? Alicia, are you still there?
Oh my gosh, Elisa.
I'm still here.
Okay.
I've never
Danny
laughed.
obviously is not on the phone anymore. Is that legit? Is that how he was on the date?
You guys just had him on the phone. If you would have been there in person, he would have been pointing at you to laugh.
He didn't
He didn't need to point, yeah.
Yeah, I was in.
I was laughing the whole time.
All right.
God. Oh man, Danny.
So, good luck to you in the dating world, Alicia.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I know you're never going to hear the match game theme song without probably shivering a little bit, but
I'm
appreciate your
not
time.
going to. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, just waiting for his moment, I guess. All right, well, I'm not even going to talk to him. Danny, thank you very much for your time. That was it for today's episode of Second Date Update, sponsored by Jiffy Pop.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Matthew?
It is Matthew.
Hey, Matthew, how are you, man? Sounds like I just woke you up. I'm sorry, but this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you, did I wake you up?
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on a second. Hang on.
What?
Yeah, just hang
Matthew?
on a second. Yeah, what's
We're
up?
on hold. Yeah, you all right? Everything good? Can
Yeah,
talk
I was
to you
just
for a second?
getting a swig of Red Bull. I was sitting by my bed, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, gross.
Perfect.
Man.
Glad to see you're waking up.
Oh.
Okay.
What is this?
My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update, and recently you spent the night with a girl named Laura.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right. Uh-huh. Yeah, what about?
So Laura is kind of wondering why you're not calling her back after you guys hooked up, because she would like to see you again. She told us about how you guys met, and then she told us how she woke up in the morning, and I guess the alarm was going off on your phone, and you hit her hand away from your phone and went back to sleep. I don't know if you know that or not.
Wow, she told you that?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Could I just ask you, because this is what I think. I think that you were faking sleeping, so you didn't talk to her in the morning.
No, not totally.
Not totally. So you were kind of faking sleeping so you didn't have to talk to her?
No, I wasn't really faking. I don't really fake stuff, you know?
Okay.
That's
Okay,
not really
good.
my thing.
So you were asleep.
No, I wasn't asleep totally, no.
So can you explain to us at least what that means?
So I have this, my alarm. I wake up and it's A Beautiful Day by U2. Do you know that song?
Yeah, she actually told us that. She said that she was sound asleep and then your alarm started going off and it was Beautiful Day by U2 and she kept trying to turn it off.
Yeah, you know, that's like my Get Up and Bro song, you know?
Get up and bro?
You know?
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, man, it's like, it's a beautiful day, and it's just a great song. It just gets me going, you know?
Okay, so that's the song that you like to listen to every morning on your alarm.
It's like my thing. It's like my thing that I have.
So what's the problem? I don't understand
Yeah.
what the problem is.
The problem is she reached over and turned it off.
Why is that a problem?
Done? Are we done here?
Wait, no. Why is that a problem?
Because it's not just an alarm. I listen to that song in the morning. I listen to it all the way through. I sit in bed and I listen to it, and it gets me going. It's my Get Up and Bro song.
Okay.
Oh, dude. Hey, I feel you, bro. But
Wait.
why can't you just like let her turn it off because you're trying to sleep and then maybe wake up with her and then turn it on yourself after she leaves?
Because that's not how my routine goes.
Yeah, but when you invite someone over to your house and they stay the night, they're going to screw up your routine in the morning. Unless part of your routine is just waking up with a different girl every morning. I don't know. Maybe that's part of it.
We don't have to talk about that. But look, I wouldn't get up and turn off her Spice Girls song.
Why would you be listening to Spice Girls in the morning?
Whatever, man. Look, I was off all day, and it was her fault. I felt weird. It messed with my head all day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just straight up disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Not really. Why wouldn't you tell her?
Because I was hungover.
Okay.
And it's also like, I didn't say anything because that's part of my routine, is I sit there and I listen to the song, and she interrupted it. And it messed up my whole days.
But she didn't know that was your boundary.
It's my phone. I don't mess with anybody's phone. Do you go and touch people's phones?
If it's blaring U2 in my ear for 10 minutes while I'm waking up, yes, I would touch your phone.
Then get out and leave if it's bothering you that much.
Oh my God.
All right. Okay. Well, hey, man, you definitely know what you like, and you don't like somebody turning off your favorite song in the morning.
Yeah, you got it out of me.
Yeah, thank you for telling us now. I appreciate that. Now I have to tell you something, and this might screw up your team a little bit because Laura is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Hi, Matthew.
Are you serious? Oh, my God. Man, you f***ing radio people.
I just want to know, are you serious? Because I'm just totally confused right now.
What? Did you just hear all that?
You're saying that because you didn't get to listen to U2, I ruined your entire freaking day.
Listen, Laura, it's a routine. I listen to Beautiful Day by U2 once or twice, all the way through, no talking. Then I get up, I brush my teeth, I have my protein shake, I do some crunches, and then I'm ready to go.
Okay, that's awfully specific.
Yeah, it's a routine. Don't you have a routine, Laura? Don't you do something in the morning? Don't you do yoga or something, or listen to Rihanna or Spice Girls or something?
Oh, my God. Well, the first thing I do is turn off the alarm.
It turns off by itself when the song is over. And you know what? It's not just an alarm. That's what you don't get. It's a wake-up.
My wake-up went off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is stupid. You had a girl in your bed next to you, all right? You can adjust your routine a little for somebody else.
You're in someone else's house. You need to respect the traditions of that said house.
What if she doesn't know your traditions yet, Matthew?
You didn't tell me anything. How am I supposed to know that that's your routine, okay? I have 0 heads up on it.
It just seems like, Matthew, you're not a very flexible person.
Not on that. I'm not. not on my get up and bro song.
I mean, Laura, isn't that kind of a turnoff?
I'm sorry. I've never met somebody, let alone a guy, who's been this particular about a morning routine.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I tried to be flexible. I tried to listen to it again later, and it's like it's gone. It's ruined.
It's not the same, is it? Yeah, you can't listen to your Get Up and Bro song in the afternoon.
What's your name?
Jubal.
Jubal, you know what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me, man. Like, that's a morning song when you're ready to get up and bro. If you listen to the afternoon, it just, the whole day just feels weird, right?
Well, let this guy talk for me.
Yeah.
Matthew,
I feel you.
Did you or did you not have a connection with Laura before the whole YouTube blunder?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And you want to waste all of that. Like, why wouldn't you just be open to giving someone another shot now that they know what your issues are?
I mean, if I had known that, I would have let you listen to the whole goddamn YouTube album.
Nah, it's not a great album. I just like that song.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm glad we got that all figured out. Hey, Matthew, I do have to ask you this, though. Would you like to bro out with Laura on another date? We'll pay for it.
Matthew, I'm sorry if I ruined your day. I just think this entire thing was a misunderstanding.
Well, let me just say I'm sorry, too. I'm sorry you don't have respect for people's personal things.
Oh, man, you are
Oh, my God.
So that's a no, Matthew?
What do you guys think?
Yeah, we got it, Matthew. So no. That is strange to me.
That's brutal.
Yeah, wow.
How is it strange? Everybody's got their things. It's about respect, y'all.
Hey, Laura, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
Well, maybe I'm okay with that after hearing all this.
I think you dodged the bullet. I mean, that's kind of a weird situation.
I agree. I did dodge a bullet.
Well, at least somebody dodged a bullet. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Mike.
This is Mike.
Hey, Mike, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Wait, who are you?
My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Okay.
Her name is Meredith.
Oh my god.
And you met Meredith at a swing dancing class, and then you guys went out for drinks after.
Yes, that happened.
Okay, that is confirmed. Good.
Okay.
I'm glad we got that out of the way.
We're all on the same page.
Well, Meredith is wondering why you're not giving her a call back after your date.
Really?
Yeah. So she asked us if we could get you on the phone and figure out if she did something wrong.
All right.
All right. Well.
All right. What? All right, you can tell us what happened, or?
Is this whole thing just a joke?
No, it's not at all. It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. That's why I'm calling you today. I'm wondering if Meredith did something wrong on your date.
I don't know, not really. I just don't think we're a great match.
Is it because she called you Matt instead of Mike the entire time?
How do you know that?
Oh, because we talked to Meredith about your date, and she told us everything that happened. She also said that there was one awkward moment where she kind of compared you to her dad, and she thought maybe that was the reason that you didn't want to go out with her again.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that was definitely a little weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people like their parents, so that was probably... Well, I mean, just in general, that was maybe a compliment. Mike, you ever think about that?
It's a weird thing to say.
So was that it? Is it those two things then, calling you the wrong name and comparing you to the dad?
Those are pretty big things.
It was that and something else.
Well, what else was there?
Even more?
I don't know. She just like kind of ticked off a pet peeve. It's like, it's more me than it is her. It's like it's not her fault. She's a sweet girl.
That's like the worst breakup line ever, though. It's me. It's not you. What is it?
She was doing this weird thing when we were at the bar, and maybe she was doing it all night, but I only noticed when we got to the bar. But I was telling her a story, and she goes, "Oh my God, are you smurfing serious?"
Are you Smurfing serious is what she said?
Yeah.
Like the cartoon show Smurfing?
What?
Yeah, I guess so. I was just like, what do you mean? She responded by saying, "Your story is forking crazy."
Forking?
Yeah, she said forking. It was like every single time she went to swear, she just replaced it with a nonsense word.
I mean, you got to give her a break. Like maybe she was just trying to be ladylike or watch her manners on a first date.
I guess, but this isn't like the 1950s. It's okay to swear.
Was it just that instance, or was it more than that?
Yeah, like, I'd be telling her a story, and then she just, like, cut me off and yell something like, "Holy heckle facts."
Ooh, wow. She said that? Jeez.
I don't know. Bleep
I don't
that
think
out,
we
man.
can air that on the radio. That's edgy stuff. Goodness gracious, Mike.
Poor thing. I think she sounds kind of cute.
Hey, Mike, I do need to let you know that she's actually on the other line right now listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes, I am. Meredith, you there?
Hi, Mike.
This is pretty weird.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting that to come out of your mouth.
Expecting what to come out of my mouth? Holy heckle facts?
Yeah, you may have just pissed Meredith off there. Oh, I'm sorry for the word piss word.
I mean, did you want me to curse like a sailor the whole time?
I mean, you don't necessarily have to swear, but if you're gonna do it, you should do it right.
I know, but I don't like to curse, and you started doing it, and I kind of wanted to, follow suit, but I don't curse, and so, I just do what my sister and I do at home when, that's when we started, when we wanted to, say things, and, our parents were there, and we didn't want to be disrespectful.
But it just kind of makes you sound really immature.
Well, cussing makes one sound really unintelligent and uneducated.
Yeah, I guess, but it's just kind of hard to have a conversation when someone out of nowhere yells, "Son of a booger butt."
Dude, that's creative.
That's any better than son of the other B word? That's jarring to me. So, I mean, it's just, I thought you seemed like you had, a fun sense of humor. So, we laugh about it all the time. Even our parents laugh about it because it's funny. We make stuff up. We're creative about it. And it's...
I think it's funny, but, honestly, to me, it was like having a drink with a kindergartner.
Wow.
So it's I know I remind you of your dad, but I'm not your dad. Maybe my dad's funny, but I don't know.
You can cuss in front of Mike if you want to, Meredith. I think that's what he's saying.
But I don't want to cuss. I know I have freedom of speech to do whatever I want. I just don't like saying it. It's not polite. It's not polite. So I'm not gonna, bring it out. I mean,
she has a really good one. I mean, she can't come up with some stupid phrases like "holy ravioli" or whatever she was saying. I mean, I cuss like a sailor, but to each their own.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Not into it, I guess. I kind of want to feel like I'm talking to an adult. Especially if it's someone that I'm gonna, be in a relationship with.
Mike, maybe you want to reconsider. Maybe she can tone down the nonsense words or whatever, and you guys could go out again. Would you like to go out on a second date with her? We'll pay for it.
Maybe if she agrees to, I can't believe I'm saying this. If she agrees not to use that.
Can you watch your mouth? Can you watch your mouth to go out with Mike one more time?
It's just something that my sister and I did, and then Dad.
I think you should just own that you were the offensive one on this date for probably the first time in your life.
I'm sorry, Mike, not Matt. Would you like to go on a second date with me? If I tone my language down.
Sure, let's give it another try.
Successful second date. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, you guys. Have fun and then snarf all night long. Just snarf till your hearts are content.
Hello?
Hi, is this Erica?
Yes?
Hi, Erica. My name is Jubal, and I host the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Have you heard of it?
Who is it?
My name is Jubal. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners asked if I could track you down and get you on the phone. And yeah, it's just as creepy as it sounds. I'll explain. His name is Marco, and you recently you've been trying to text him, but you haven't been getting back to him. So he asked us if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Oh my gosh, really? Called the radio station?
Yes.
Are they tracking you down?
Mm-hmm.
That's really cute.
Do you like Marco?
Well, yeah, if I'm being honest, I really, really like him. I sort of just don't want to seem over-eager, like I like him too much, because he's kind of like my dream guy.
What? Why are you calling him back then, you silly girl?
I'm actually just hoping that it sort of happens organically and we naturally just run into each other at the dog park again. But it hasn't happened yet. So
I wonder why. I wonder why you guys haven't been able to meet up at the dog park. I mean, you probably always there with his dog. What was the dog's name? Toby?
Toby, yeah. I hadn't seen him at all.
Strange.
No, he was super sweet, and he just seemed like so nice.
Oh, yeah. That's cool when like two dog owners can find each other. I've always thought that was really cool because you guys have like a common interest.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm obsessed with dogs. I love them, and it always like touches me when a guy really like is sweet to animals. I think that it says a lot about them, and like he really seems to love Toby. So that was.
Is that like the number one thing that you like about him? Is his responsibility and?
Honestly, the number one thing that I really liked was just that he seemed so honest, and I've dated so many guys before that he's a total liar. I just can't trust a lot of guys these days, and he just seems so trustworthy and just so sweet. But like I said, I do not want to be the overeager, like the eager beaver. I don't want to drive him away with like being like a little schoolgirl weirdo.
All right. And you don't want him to know that you feel that way about him just yet.
No. We need to like ease into that and get to know each other. And
Well, you're going to have to ease into it a little faster because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and would like to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
No, guys.
Marco?
Hey.
Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed.
No, don't be embarrassed. That's like the sweetest thing I've like ever heard before.
Oh my god. You probably think I am totally psycho.
No, not at all. Not at all. I thought it was like the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
Well, it's good to hear you again.
It's good to hear you. I'm sorry I didn't text. I know I should have responded. I just didn't want to like push it or whatever, but I've been wanting to respond.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I totally get it. I'm sorry I kept texting you. I just really wanted to see you again. I thought we had like I had a really great time. I was hoping you had a really
Oh my
great
god, no,
time.
I had so much fun. I did too. I've actually been at the dog park like hoping that I'd run into you.
Yeah, I was hoping to bump into you too, but I don't know. I guess maybe we just weren't there at the same time.
Yeah, okay. Why don't we get together? Like, I don't know, today? Bring Toby, and I'll bring Butters, and, we can head over there.
What do you think, Marco? Like, you guys both obviously like each other a lot. Why is it taking you so long to say yes?
Marco?
It's a bad day. I could do tomorrow. Tomorrow's good for me, too.
No, today's kind of it's not just kind of the whole week has kind of been a little bad.
No. Marco, you have to tell her.
Tell me what?
So Toby's not really with us anymore.
Oh my god.
What?
You serious?
What does that mean?
I don't really want to talk like specifics about it, but there was an accident.
Oh, come on, Marco. Marco, what are you doing, man?
Oh my gosh, what happened?
Oh no.
Marco,
Cry.
come on.
All right, okay, God, just give me a minute. Let me talk to her for a second.
Oh my god.
Wait, what's going on? Is he okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, Marco's perfectly fine, Erica.
Why are they laughing, Marco? I don't get it.
Look, okay, I'm fine. Toby is... There was an accident.
Oh
Stop it, Marco. Come on, man. I was
Gosh, like a car?
I was joking earlier when I said you can do that, Marco.
Marco, just tell her why you did it. She may understand.
What is going on? I'm really confused right now.
I can't believe you actually tried that, Marco.
All right, all right.
If you don't tell her, I'm going to tell her right now, Marco.
You want to do it. You don't want him to do it.
Can you let me talk for a minute?
Okay.
I can do this. So, Erica, this is going to sound like really bad, but just hear me out on it, okay?
Okay.
So, I wasn't fully like 100% honest about everything with you, Erica. Okay, Toby's not really my dog.
What?
I've seen you every day. You saw how close I live. I see you there like all the time, and I just every time I see you, I've always wanted to come up and talk to you, but like I never wanted to seem like that weirdo who goes to the dog park without a dog. So I asked a friend of mine if I could borrow his dog for the day. I know, even saying it, like, it sounds really weird, but I promise, like, my heart was in the right place. Like, I wanted to talk to you, and I'm not really good with, like, openers, I guess. Like, I thought, like, this could be a good icebreaker. Like,
Wait, okay. So, you lied to me?
I mean, lied is a strong word. I really wanted to meet you, and I thought this might be the easiest way. I'm really sorry if this like bothers you a lot, but I wanted to talk to you, and I didn't really have the guts to just, you're beautiful. I mean, like, I don't know, just like seeing like the way you interacted with Butters, like I was like, this chick seems awesome. I mean, I really wanted to talk to you, and I didn't have the guts to do it.
Erica, that's so cute. You gotta give him a second chance.
Remember, he did try to tell you the dog died.
I know, but still.
I panicked about that.
Yeah, you did.
A little bit.
I didn't know what else to say.
He's kind of an idiot, but he's an adorable one.
Yeah, give him another shot.
Okay, I'm just trying to get this straight. So you just borrowed Toby. Is that even his name?
No, yeah, his name's really Toby.
Okay, so that
everything else was true except the part that he was mine.
Okay, so you just borrowed Toby to meet me because you kept seeing me? Well, that's actually, like, really sweet. That's a lot of trouble to just meet me.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was worth it. I mean, after the night we spent together, like, hanging out and just talking, like, I wish it had been, like, under 100% truthful situation, but, like...
Hey, Erica, think about it this way. At least he borrowed the dog from a friend and didn't steal somebody else's dog to meet you.
It's a silver lining.
What a romantic.
Yeah, it is very sweet. It's really, like, I've never had a guy go through this whole, like, backstory, and I've definitely never had a guy borrow a pet to meet me. I mean...
Well, Erica, would you like to go out with Marco again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I would.
Yes.
Congratulations, Marco. You got a second date.
Awesome. Oh, my God, that's so great. I'm so happy.
Marco, don't go, like, borrow a friend's cat before the next date. Like, oh, I got a cat now, too.
I was thinking about bringing a ferret to dinner. But... Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Dennis.
Yeah? Who's this?
Dennis, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
You ever heard of the show before?
The show?
Yeah, the show. You ever heard of it?
Sounds like he's real familiar.
What's the show?
The show is called Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. And one of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
What?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling today. They asked if we could get you on the phone and ask you a few questions.
What are you talking about?
We do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So you recently went out on a date with somebody, and now you're not calling them back, so they asked us if we could talk to you and find out the reason. Have you been out on a lot of dates in the past couple weeks?
I mean, I've been on a couple.
Okay. Have you been on any dates with a girl named Katie?
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah, you definitely remember Katie.
Yeah. Well, Katie is the one who wanted us to get you on the phone to find out why you're not calling her back.
Look, I'm not interested in seeing her again.
Yeah, she kind of figured that because you haven't been responding to any of her phone calls, but do you mind telling us why?
You gotta understand how confusing it'd be for a guy to come back to your place and then split with no reason at all.
Wait, how do you know that?
Oh, that's because we talked to Katie about your date. She said that you guys met on Tinder and then went to a bar, went back to her place to watch a movie, hung out with her and her dog, and then in the middle of it, this is how she described you leaving, okay? You can tell me if this is true or not. She said you jumped up and left as if you had to poop real bad.
That's an understatement.
Whoa!
So you
really
did have to go to the bathroom?
I didn't have to go to the bathroom, no, but I needed to get out of there.
Why'd you need to leave so bad?
I honestly, I don't even really know how to describe it. It was probably the weirdest date of my life.
That is a bold statement, sir.
It is a bold statement.
What was so weird about it?
Everything was normal in the beginning. We went on the date. She was cute. She was attractive, but I guess like looks hide the crazy. She invited me back to her place, and I was like, all right, you know, some things are gonna happen. It's gonna be a good night.
Yeah. She actually told us she was thinking the same thing, and that's why she was surprised you left.
Well, I was thinking that until a couple more events unfolded. We got to her place. We're watching a movie. It was nice. We were having like a couple extra drinks, and then I was just sitting there. Her this like tiny like rodent dog that she has like ran in and like crawled on her and started being like super jumpy and crazy. I'm like, cool, everyone has dogs, everyone has pets. And then she's like,
she told us about that. She said that you guys hung out and like her dog knows how to say, I love you, you know.
yeah, that's what she did. Like, she started saying, like, do you want to hear my dog talk? And I was like, okay, because I'm not going to say no because I'm on a date and we're at her place.
Yeah, so you're pretty much saying yes to almost anything at this point.
Yeah, and then she's saying, like, my dog can say I love you. And I was like, okay, prove it. And then she was like, you say I love you. And then the dog was making weird sounds that I guess sounded like words. Cool. Everyone has tricks with their dogs. It was fun. That's not crazy weird. And then the dog jumps down, and so the dog starts, like, humping my leg.
Okay.
That also
That'll happen.
happens.
Yeah.
That'll happen. I'm willing to forgive it, but she kept being like, no. But that's all she was saying was no. Like, the dog wasn't stopping. She kept saying no.
So you were getting humped by the wrong thing.
Getting humped by the wrong thing in the room. So,
I mean, why is that so uncomfortable, though? A little teacup-sized dog is humping your leg?
I mean, we're not at the end of the story yet.
Okay.
So the dog was humping my leg, and then this is where it gets really, really bizarre. Like, this is where we reached the point of no return here. She moves her leg forward. Oh my God, I can't believe this. And then she encourages the dog to hump her leg instead of mine. Yeah, it gets worse. So the dog starts kind of going to town on her leg.
Ew.
And she starts encouraging it.
What do you mean?
So the dog is like humping her leg, and she's like, good girl. That's a good girl. And I gave her this look, and she was like, oh, don't worry. Once she finishes, it'll be better.
So, in order to get the dog off of you, she offered up her leg instead and let the dog do its thing. Did it?
Yeah. And in order to get the dog off of me, she let the dog get off on her.
Oh my God!
How long did this take?
I'm freaking out at your story right now.
Keep in mind, the entire time this was happening, the movie was still going. Like, we're still supposed to be on this, like, date. And she says to me, she actually says, just keep watching the movie and don't pay attention to the dog. She's like, come on, good girl, good girl. And she's borderline, like, dirty talking this dog.
That is so
Well, she wanted the dog to finish so it stopped bugging you guys, so you guys could start doing some work.
First off, what dog understands the dirty talk and also, like, have that be something that helps you get there? And two, why is that a decision you would ever, like, why is that a training tool for you to have?
Oh my God! What did you say to her? Did you say anything?
What am I supposed to say? I just, like, laser-eyed at the television and was just hoping this whole thing would end.
I just picture you sitting there with your hands trying to look at anything but the dog.
Then the dog, like, in, like, its final, like, weird energy finishes. And I'm like heart is pounding, like I'm freaking out. And then the dog jumps up on her lap and then like starts like licking her face. Like her and the dog were having like post-coital relations.
They were having a moment like the dog was, thank you so much.
It was like the dog was about to roll over and have a cigarette at this point.
Yeah, they were having a moment. They were having like, I never supposed to be there. And then she was like saying "I love you" afterwards, and the dog was making the weird "I love you" sound back to her.
How'd you even make it that far? I would have been gone before that could happen.
Why I stayed there, or like even how long it took, but I felt like a deer in headlights, and I couldn't even move. I just, oh.
That is such a strange incident.
I hate to do this to you because you might feel like a deer in headlights again. But Katie is actually on the other side of this conversation and wanted to talk to you.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. Katie, are you there, or have you hung up?
You guys aren't dog people, but...
Whoa, what kind of dog person are you?
I'm like my dog. I'm sorry. Have dogs. Maybe you can...
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you seriously like trying to justify what happened and what I had to go through?
Look, if I didn't let her finish, she would have been bugging us all night.
So you were doing Dennis a favor.
No, be a normal dog person. Get a water bottle, squirt it, put it in a back bedroom. Make it stop.
Give your dog a stuffed animal.
My dog is like my kid, and I take care of my kids.
Yeah, you do.
That is also weird.
You gotta make it weird?
I don't think we're the ones making it weird.
We're definitely not the ones making it weird.
Have you ever watched like the Dog Whisperer or any sort of like Animal Planet show? Nowhere will you see it encouraging a dog to hump your leg and then
Look, you don't know my dog. Okay, I'm not gonna spray water or yell at my dog, kick her off me, because it's inhumane, and I'm not going to be doing that to my baby.
You know what? Maybe that's it, Katie. You're a better dog owner than all of us. I don't personally own a dog, but any dog owner, you're a better dog owner than they are. Dennis, I'd like to ask you this question, and I'm hoping you'll say yes. Would you like to go out on a second date with Katie? So we'll pay for the date.
No, thank you. I will actually retract everything I said.
Wow. What? Just because he got weirded out because you let your dog hump your leg?
But as soon as he was finished,
Katie, what's your dog's name? Dennis, you could have had 2 sloppy seconds. Hi, is this Elizabeth? Elizabeth, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooklyn Radio Show.
Hi.
Hi. Have you ever heard of it before?
Yeah.
The radio, I mean. Have you heard a second date update before?
I heard a few, but I only a few, like, not all.
Cool.
Seriously?
Yeah, we got an email from somebody about you.
Oh boy. Okay.
His name is Mark. And you might have a brochure for him laying around the house.
Oh boy. Yeah, I do.
Oh my god. That's so weird to say.
I mean, I get a lot of people asking me, like, some people are just special. And like, you know, and so, yeah.
Yeah, we talked to Mark, and he said that he's really upset that you're not calling him back. He did tell us how he was all about him.
Yeah, what do you think about the brochure?
I thought it was very thoughtful, but also very strange.
Okay,
A little bit of both. Sure. You didn't like what you saw?
There's a whole lot of information in there. I mean, like, I know that he likes to play soccer in the fall and then, like, board games in the winter. His GPA's on there for some reason. I don't remember what it is.
GPA? Oh my god. It's like you almost got like a resume, essentially, for your date.
It was like my date.
Did you find some humor in it?
I mean, like, I thought it was funny. I don't know if it was intentional or not to be funny, but it was funny. I mean, it was clever.
Were you able to move past it and have a good time with him?
I mean, we had good conversation after that, but there was a part where the conversation started to peter out. And so he got uncomfortable, I got uncomfortable, and so then he just grabbed the pamphlet and he said, okay, so, let's play a game. I'm going to test you on, like, how much you know about me.
What? Like a pop quiz?
Yeah, I have test anxiety anyhow, but this is like...
He's testing you on the brochure that he took that's about himself.
Yeah, it was like a half hour.
Oh, wow.
It was not a joke. He told me it was going to be a lot of fun, and I don't really know. But then he actually just sat there and tested me. It's like, what was my GPA in high school? I'm like, like, how tall was I? don't know, man.
What was going through your head?
It's a lot of pressure. Like, I think he expected me just to absorb everything about him, and I didn't. And then the conversation became like all about him, right? Because he's asking all these questions about himself.
That's funny because there is a specific reason that he does that brochure thing.
Why does he do it?
Well, I don't want to tell you. I'll just let him tell you because he's actually on the other line listening when he's talking.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hey, Elizabeth, how you doing?
Hi.
So you didn't like the brochure. That's what I'm getting out of this.
I'm sorry, Mark. I didn't know you were going to be on the phone, so this is kind of like awkward for me right now.
Right. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I made this brochure because my friends told me I just kind of talk about myself too much, and I just wanted the focus to be on you, you know?
Okay.
I hope
But
you
when you
understand.
grab the pamphlet and test me on it, that's not getting to know me.
And you just tap on the test.
And that, I am totally, yeah,
Mhm.
who would?
But but that's okay. I mean, you probably had time to review it now, though, right? I mean,
Mark, are you even listening to what she's saying? You didn't even hear her.
I don't know what to say. I mean, so you didn't like the brochure. Is that what it was?
Okay, I think you all can understand this is what I went through the whole date.
Again, you said you made the brochure so that you could listen more to her, but you're not listening to her. You're not asking her any questions about how she feels.
No, that's totally not true. Like, I asked her how she felt about the brochure, and I mean, I even asked her if she thought I changed the cover of it
Okay.
at one point.
But you're still talking about you, sort of, Mark, when you're talking about your brochure.
I mean, not really. Like, I'm asking her opinion. I want to get to know her thoughts about, you know.
About you. About you and your brochure.
I mean, just in this circumstance, but, you know, I do want to hear what you think.
Mark, just to let you know for future reference, you still want to carry around these pamphlets and you feel like testing this date, like, don't, like, go, when they get a wrong answer. I mean, it's a lot of pressure. It's not like a game show.
Bring your own buzzer with you so you don't do it with your mouth. Like, bring an actual buzzer with you.
You buzzed her? How could you buzz her?
Well, she got, like, everyone wrong. What do you want me to say? And to be fair, I did just give you extra time, so.
That is awfully nice of you, but I just have a hard time absorbing facts that I don't really care about.
Oh. All right. Well,
That's not meant to be mean. Really, it's not. I just don't care about your GPA, honestly.
Yeah, right?
Mark, I think you are better off dating yourself at this rate.
Well, I mean, I've read the brochure already. I don't need it. You know, it's not
Oh, my
for me.
goodness.
You've lived the brochure, Mark. Elizabeth, would you like to go on a second date with Mark? We will pay for it.
I don't think that's a... Well, I mean, you answer.
You're very interesting and fun, but I just don't think that I'm as fun and interesting as you. So I'm going to say no.
That was the kindest letdown you could have gotten, Mark.
Very well said.
So I guess that's a no.
Yeah, I think so, Mark. Were you even paying attention?
I understand she said no, but I just can't help but think that, you know, my friend thought of this brochure idea. I mean, I kind of liked it, but it kind of feels like it backfired on me. And do you think I should still be doing the brochure?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. I want to do more second date updates with you just to see how it goes.
All right.
Thing is. as the Huh? Huh? Huh?
Mm-hmm.